The scene is chaotic. Lam Vutron is fighting the mutant beast, but the odds seem to favor the monster. The mutant uses its claws to push him back. It's very strong, using only a third of its power to send him flying, coughing up blood. Damn it, I am Lam Vutran, the world's top law cultivator, and yet I'm going to die in the mouth of a mutant beast. Lam Vutran lies face down on the ground, battered and weak, calling out to two people who just appeared, begging Kiet Huatu Koi, "You came just in time. Please come save me." Quach Tu Kid, it shows no worry, calmly sitting down beside him. Sam Vutran, I really didn't expect you to actually go find the fish shell. You truly are a good man. You fulfilled everything I wanted. When she pulls the ring from Lam Vutran's hand, he has no strength to resist. Everything goes according to her will. Give me this ring. Consider it a final gift, okay? Only by pulling it out like this can I never forget your kindness. Lam Vutran struggles to raise his hand slightly, afraid something bad will happen. What do you mean by this? Huatu Koi suddenly kisses Kite, and Kiat's hands roam restlessly over his sensitive spots. Lam Vutran has no strength to shout, just lets out a sound. His eyes widen as he sees the lovey-dovey couple. Quach Tu Kid leaves a hint. What's mine is me and Tu Koi loving each other, but you look really ugly. That's why we came here, to see you off for a bit. After saying a sentence to him, they continue their unfinished business. Lam Vutran is filled with bitterness. I treated you like family, yet you betrayed me. A red light surrounds his body. A flower appears on Lam Vutran's chest. He lies in a hospital bed as the alarm clock rings, waking him up. Ring, 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 time to get up. Friend birds sing when they see the sun. He rubs his forehead from a headache. Where am I? This looks like the dormitory from my college days. Didn't I get bitten to death by the boss of the 9-yin heaven realm? How am I still alive? Suddenly remembering his ring, he flips his hands anxiously. Where's my ring? Where's my pill formation? Why is all my stuff gone? Lam Vutran looks at the calendar taped to the medical room wall. Wait, what year is it now? 7/8/2040. Cloudy at the start of autumn, but then sunny, so it's 7/8/2040. Lam Vutran has traveled back 15 years. He's overjoyed, eyes watering. Damn it, I was reincarnated a day before the game launched 15 years ago. Could I really be this lucky? How he thinks back to past events, but how could he have been reincarnated? The Huangbo seem to say that the twin spirit fish shell of the 9-yin bamboo beast, the strongest hunter in the heaven realm, can help players come back to life. Unexpectedly, it's true. Luckily, I didn't put the fish shell in the ring, or I would have been wiped out. Keat and Huatu Kai stole it already. I've loved Quach Tu Keat for over 15 years, yet she's hooking up with my trusted brother, Huatu Koi. And not only that, they took all my immortal pills and treasures and got me killed in the mouth of that mutant beast. If heaven doesn't want me dead, Quach Kiet, Huatu Koi this life, I will make you taste betrayal, separation from loved ones, and death and rebirth. Lam Vutran promises to himself he will definitely take revenge on that couple. He calls Fong Ba Nuong, long time no see. Fong Ba Nuong is working out, sweating heavily, lifting weights with one hand and holding the phone with the other. Long time no see. Didn't that monkey just go eat hot pot yesterday? Little lamb. I have something important I've thought about for a long time. Before deciding to tell you, you must keep the call steady. Lam Vutran recalls that day 15 years ago. Exactly that day, Fong Ba Nuong caught Quach Kiet kissing some guy on the phone. Back then, I didn't believe her, and we argued, then lost contact. Hearing her voice again is so good. Lam Vutran couldn't pedal his bike into the muddy puddle he'd ridden through again, so he refuses her. Sorry, Fong Ba Nuong. Huh, sorry for what? Why do you seem kind of weird today? It's nothing, just got emotional for a moment. Oh gosh, friend. BHONB. Ba Nuong throws the weight down. I'm not joking anymore. I'm telling you to stay calm. I just caught Quach Kiet kissing a man on the street and then getting into his car. Fong Ba Nuong thought he would be insanely jealous, fighting to the death with that guy, but instead it was Lam Vutran's casual tone. Yeah, I know. Now the one surprised was Fong Ba Nuong, who shouted, Huh, is that all you have to say? I'm serious. I'm not joking with you. It's true. No proof needed. Lam Vutran obviously understood. I trust you. Plus, compared to this, I have many more important things to tell you better if I just cause a big fuss to drive others crazy. Fong Ba Nuong didn't want to witness his silence either. You know, a person wouldn't be this quiet unless they were truly in despair. Big brother, are you okay? Please, 1,000 times don't do anything drastic. Your calmness scares me more. She changed the subject. Do you know the game 8 Huangs? Lambuchun's sitting in the arcade, of course. I know the whole sky is covered in ads for it. Oh, I'm about to join this game, only you can understand the truth behind it. Everyone doesn't know that 8 Huang isn't just a game. It will quickly spread worldwide and in 5 years will merge with the real world. Powers, magical artifacts, even NPC bosses from the game will appear in reality. The earlier you join, the faster you can seize the advantage. Fang Ba Nung looking doubtful. Becoming a pro gamer really, is that true or not? Isn't this game independently developed by the cosmic AI Nuang? Fang Ba Nung, I remember you always play games well. If you really can secure a part in 8 Huang, your future will be very bright. Lambuchun answers, I'm serious. For the past 2 days, I've been preparing to move out of the dorm. Planning to rent a room alone for convenience. Thinking so seriously about the future like this, Lambuchun really makes a good friend like Feng Ba Nung. Happy for him, little Lam Su. You've really grown up. Finally switched from love brain to career brain. Congratulations. If you're okay, I'll hang up now. I worried for nothing. Lambuchun hadn't finished speaking. Wait, don't hang up yet. Oh, is there more? He scratched his head awkwardly as if he was in front of Feng Ba Nung. This game requires special equipment to play. I saw the price, but my wallet was empty yesterday. You can say it. Even just the first part, she already understood him. The other side angrily shouted, no way. No money made everyone in the gym look at her. But Fang Banung couldn't focus on anything else now. She continued, I told you yesterday not to be so shameless, giving such an expensive birthday gift. If you make your own troubles, deal with them yourself. No farewell. Bye-bye. Fang Banung scolded Lambucha nonstop, then hung up. The call ended. He sighed, if only it could be better, why not before? Then he wouldn't have given Guo Tsujai an expensive gift, angering Feng Banung and leaving no way out for himself. Why didn't I reincarnate one day earlier? Ni's phone received a message. Lam Vu Trun opened it and played the recording. Feng Banung said, this is my gym membership fee for a few years. Anger couldn't overcome affection. Weak-hearted Feng Banung reluctantly transferred money to him, not forgetting to remember to pay me back as soon as possible. If you make me miss the gym, I'll use you as a punching bag. Lam Vuchun recorded and sent, don't worry, I will definitely pay you back on time. 2040, 23, 59, 59. He looked at the ring with the red gem still showing one last second. Time to get ready. A red light emitted from the ring. He brought it as close to his eye as possible. Lam Vuchun successfully opened the global beta version of the 8 Huang game world. Start. The game is 10 years old now. I'm back to where it all began, where the dream started. Lam Vuchun floated, then flew down along with others who also entered the game world. Nua appeared quickly. Look, Sister Nuka is here. Nua, Sister Nua. So dazzling, can't see anything at all. He understood how to operate without blindly shouting like those people. He was very cautious. The AI brain was the first gateway into the game. It looks simple, but actually hides a profound secret. You must be very careful. The shouting grows even louder. Everyone says one thing, wow, what a beautiful NPC. Sister Nua, let me hug your feet, wife. Sister is looking at me. Sister Nua, take me flying with you. In the eyes of Lin Vu Tran, these people are clearly foolish and misguided. A bunch of fools dare to have wild fantasies about Lady Nua. Lady Nua shouted loudly. They didn't even realize how much they had angered her. She made them fly wildly using magic in her anger. Why is the NPC so angry? What kind of joke is this that the player got swept away like that? Lin Vu Tran understood this would happen, so he never spoke to any player who dared disrespect Lady Nua. At best, they get silenced. At worst, their attributes are permanently reduced. When he approached Lady Nua, the others fearfully backed away. Wow, so scary. Quickly get away from here. If you want to win Lady Nua's favor, you have to be sincere. Lin Vu Tran knows how to be respectful and courteous. Who would dare to be so daring, yet so proper, earning Lady Nua's highest praise? Mortal, it seems you are special. Do you truly wish to walk the path of cultivation? He clasped his hands respectfully, yes. I, Lin Vu Tran, humbly asked Lady Nua to grant me talent. Lady Nua appeared in a flash of light. Very well. I will give you a chance. Lin Vu Tran smiled with satisfaction. He recalled that before his innate talent had already arrived. His innate talent from his past life was a business genius. It was somewhat useless. Although he could get a 10% discount on spirit stones in the market, that alone was pointless. Business genius or not, it was business genius. Innate talent doesn't represent everything. Because he knew the 8 desolations well, even if the opening was unfavorable, he could change it. A tall red pillar descended behind Lin Vu Tran innate talent fate alteration. So after reincarnation, even his innate talent changed. The game's translation board appeared, showing the benefits and rights gained by the user. Congratulations, player. You received the Talent Anti-Heaven Fate Alteration. Anti-Heaven Fate Alteration. Defy heaven and be reborn. Noble path, defy heavenly luck. Defy heaven, be reborn. All innate attributes are fully intact, but each time you die, innate attributes decrease by 10%. Noble path breaks through major realms. All rewarded attributes double. However, if you encounter a heavenly tribulation and fail the trial, your soul will dissipate. Defying heaven to break through a major realm will grant you a random talent. Also, each major breakthrough must fulfill all conditions of the heavenly path level. The translation board finished. This talent is truly extraordinary. To have this in hand is truly a blessing. This talent is invincible. However, it's not just a benefit, it carries great danger. But the bigger the waves and storms, the better the fish you catch. Lady Nua continued. Like other games, the 8 Desolations also require appearance. Player names and other upgrade options too. Lin Vutron's player name is Lin Tatron. Lady Nua said the talent has already been given to you. Now it's your turn to choose your own image. A translucent, blurry screen appeared before Lin Vutron. He swiped through the options. Basically, they all look the same but have very different attributes. This one here has the highest charm score of all. Lin Vutron selected the form he desired. A good-looking appearance is just part of it. High charm is the optimal choice. In his previous life, having no experience, he thought being a handsome guy was boring, so he deliberately chose a rebellious head. But when he played, he realized the higher the beauty score, the easier to gain NPC favor. So that rebellious head caused many problems last life. Reborn this life is a rare chance for Lin Vutron to correct his past mistakes. He has very poor aesthetic taste, ugly appearance, low charm, which affects him a lot. You can receive missions called Enjoying Earthly Pleasures Surrounded by Beauties. Players with high charm find these thigh-warming missions extremely easy and can even encounter NPCs of the opposite sex demanding completion and cultivation. The appearance chosen by Lam Vutron earlier in the game was applied to the white-haired handsome man. Because of the regretful events in the past, he is even more determined that in this life he must become a suave and charming gentleman. Nuo brought a map and told Lam Vutron that now he could choose his birthplace. Unfolding the map, he calculated these 4 lands surrounding each other, corresponding to the 4 main professions in the 8 wastelands Vin Nin Nguyet Hua Mo Tin Hua Feng. Vin Nin continent is for magic cultivation. Nguyet Hua continent is for medical cultivation. Moting continent is for energy cultivation. Huafeng continent is suitable for physical cultivation. The game board showed rank numbers and information. Later, it would be the achievements that Lam Vutron attained. Player Lam Vutron's talent is innate, defying fate. No sect, no profession, no reputation. No realm mortal cultivation level 6, no innate talent with all 4 100%. All 4 innate talents at 100%. Innate comprehension also at 100. Charm is innate extraordinary with full talent. Luck is innate, full red luck. Lam Vutron calculated based on his innate constitution to decide between energy cultivation and physical cultivation. For the 4, he then decided between magic cultivation or medical cultivation. Comprehension helps with learning skills. Willpower affects NPC goodwill value. Luck needs no explanation. This starting point, all innate, are full. If he continues magic cultivation, he will quickly become the #1 grand cultivator in this world. But magic cultivation suits team battles, not solo fights, which can easily lead to assassination. Last life I got hit several times because I chose magic cultivation since sweeping was really enjoyable. This time Lam Vutron exists for himself and lives for himself. Obviously, he prioritizes his own decisions and will no longer choose based on AI. Coming back to life this time, I should just choose what I like. He touched Mo Tian Shaosan. Lam Vutron decided that if he wants to be #1 this life, he must face the bright blade dark arrow himself, since sword cultivation has the greatest damage. Surely he won't fear this problem. This life he smiles, happily determined to become the strongest sword cultivator. Riding the wind, wielding the sword, enjoying the martial world. The new player village, Mo Tian, continent's sword identity, has been assigned and chosen. The game brought Lam Vutron to the village of new player. System notification: you have been brought to new player village. New player, please guide me. Some people came earlier but don't know how to accept missions. Holding up the search board, calling loudly for help. Do you know where to accept quests? Searching if there are any female players here. Someone in the crowd introduced herself. My name is Tang Ailan Xiao. A few people sighed, wow, this game is so realistic. Feels like time travel. The scenery looks like in a comic. Looking at it makes me want to compose poetry and send it to the world. But I am not a literary person. I can only say it's really beautiful. Lambutron stood at the back without speaking. Looking at those noisy people makes him nostalgic. There are still many players really nostalgic. An old man with a cane walked hunched over toward them. He had a blue light on him. The young man following him loudly said, "There's an old man here, probably an NPC. Don't cut in line, there must be rules. AI serves those who accept quests first. Talk to him more to see if there are any hidden missions." Lambutron was still experienced. Haha, what fools. Hidden missions are held openly by an NPC like this. You rookies just keep going. I have to join the sword sect. Big brothers take your time finding your way. You all just keep going, feel your way, and you'll get used to it. Some people shouted, "Why does the boss lady not care at all? I wonder if there are more missions here." These NPCs aren't ignoring giving out that quest, are they? Lambutron walked over to them. Tui Nuong arrived just in time and said, "Little brother, please, wait a moment. My name is Tui Nuong, the owner of the tailor shop in this village. Those guys are jealous. Is that handsome guy really an NPC? Are you crazy? How can an NPC start the conversation like that? He must be a player. Are you idiots? Those guys tried everything. Tui Nuong didn't even glance at you, but now she's actively arranging a quest for him." Lambutron stayed still silent. "Do you want to accept the quest? Big sister here will arrange it for you." Tui Nuong wrapped her arms around him. "My husband passed away 5 years ago. Now I'm single. If you think the quest is too hard, Big Sister can help you out." Lambutron remained silent. Seeing no response from him, Tui Nuong gracefully asked, "So will you accept Big Sister's quest or not?" She pressed her body close to Lambutron, her full chest touching him. He dared not move and never imagined he would get this kind of benefit. This is a full innate charm point boost. Who would have thought an NPC could actively seduce like this? If I accept the quest and build a good relationship with this beautiful widow, maybe in just a few days, I could dual cultivate with her. Just thinking about it isn't bad at all, unlike my previous life. Tui Nuong asked again, "Little brother, have you thought it through?" Lambutron didn't even blink, staring at her and thinking deeply. Charm points like these and such good rewards. Then I have to nurture goodwill in the next quest with the beautiful widow. Maybe in a few days I can dual cultivate with her. That would be nice. If that happens, it really wouldn't be bad. Compared to my previous life, I still need to be more careful with calculations. Career always comes first above all. I must become the #1 sword cultivator. How could I get distracted by beauty right at the start? After negotiating with my inner self, a word is decided. I will politely respond. Today I really have other matters to attend to. If there's a chance later, I will definitely come to you to accept quests. Tui Nuong didn't pressure him either. All right. For those guys, having Tui Nuong start a conversation is the honor of a lifetime. It's rare and they couldn't even get that. Yet Lambutron didn't understand the gravity and rejected Tui Nuong, making them so angry their eyes turned red. Our whole group didn't get the quest yet, he just refused. What's the big deal? It's just a widow NPC. Look at them. This game actually has such a system. Why is Lambutron turning his back and leaving? Tui Nuong shouted, "Remember to accept my quest, okay?" He waved back. "I'll definitely try to find time next time." Lambutron had more important things to do, couldn't waste time on side quests like these. The destiny of the newbie village comes very quickly. He arrived at this spot. 2 kind-hearted men came out and reminded him, "Brother, don't go in there. There's only the sound of hammering iron." The old man didn't say a word. Maybe he's deaf, which would be understandable. Lambutron also bowed and thanked them for the warning. He was just casually walking around, looking here and there inside. The old man with white hair was forging a sword. The young men, impatient and intolerant, persuaded each other to leave. Who cares about him? I heard there are quests at the village gate. Hurry there to find gear. Another said, "Listen to the advice and you'll have a full meal." Too bad. How can some people not understand such simple logic? That's right, the only deaf one in here. Surely not the NPC giving out quests. Maybe those 2 were right. The old man seems deaf and doesn't pay attention to their words. He just focused on the sword he was forging. After a moment, he wiped his sweat. Why isn't this weapon taking shape? Lambutron sneered, "What an uneducated bunch. This is the most important NPC in Newbie Village." He approached, reached out, and grabbed the fire blower from the forge. That's right, it made him realize this temperature was not enough. The fire was too weak. He diligently hammered the sword, happily raising it up as if it had taken shape. Once the sword was forged, he turned to thank Lambutron. "Thank you for helping me blow the fire. My disciple isn't here today, so there was no one to tend the furnace. No wonder the heat wasn't enough. He pointed to the weapons he had successfully made hanging behind him. He lent Lam Vu-Tran a sword as a token of gratitude. Since you helped me like this, of course I will repay you. You can freely choose any weapon here. I'm lending it to you for 1 day, but after that day you must definitely return it to me. Just having a good weapon on hand also helps increase your strength somewhat. Completing a mission lets you exchange for a weapon usable for 1 day. The new recruit will surely think he's stingy and lazy for not continuing to accept missions. But the one who truly understands Bat Huang is Lam Vu-Tran here, obviously knowing simply where the better gear is. But I'm a very knowledgeable player. Ah yes, the good stuff is still in the back. You came to grab an iron sword, so I'll take this sword then. Background of the sword: iron sword, common grade 1, normal iron sword attack, power 3. He had a proposal. All right, if that's the case, if you can help me find 10 poison fangs of the bamboo leaf green snake in 1 day, I'll give you a chance. Lam Vu-Tran wants to become the best, just lacking challenges. Once there's a challenge, he won't hesitate. No problem. I accept this mission. So he smoothly steps onto the path of the sword. He goes outside carrying the sword on his shoulder, making the others marvel. Where did this Fire family guy get that weapon? A suspicious stranger named At blocks the way to question him. Ha, brother, where did you get that sword? Tell us, man, you can't keep that to yourself. Lam Vu-Tran isn't merciful, but knows how to help this guy. He says inside there's a guy who just broke up with his girlfriend, very heartbroken. So give him a truly sincere love song that can move him. The other guy never suspected anything. Life is just that simple. Got the treasured sword. Why are you all dragging yourselves along? The chaotic scene has calmed down. Go on, try it, come on. Aha, give me a cup of Forgetting Love Water to trade for a night without tears. Forgetting Love Water by Lu Duquois. Too bad it's not you by my side. In the end, wanting to stay but unable to is the loneliest. Words cannot express the tenderness left only in the farewell song that tore the throat. Farewell is happier. Wish you happiness. Lam Vu-Tran easily tricked them all to leave. You guys just keep singing there. The whole gang left together. The old blacksmith trembled as he forged the sword. They discussed what this meant. Maybe there even needed to be a signal. It's scary. He angrily shouted, "Get lost!" The group scattered like bees. Just realized he was tricked. Ah, the brat fooled me. Damn it, I have to find him and settle this. Lam Vu-Tran has arrived at the bamboo forest. The green snake in the tree is waiting for him. Step forward to take its life. It opens its mouth wide, but Lam Vu-Tran is ready. Green snake, come out and die. The wild monster bamboo leaf green snake. Health below 150. Poison snake skill cultivation level above 100. Not wasting time. He swung the sword a few times and finished off the green snake. Cultivation level also increased. Cultivation level has risen. Just starting sword cultivation and the condition isn't bad at all. After the snake died, it dropped a few common grade weapons for Bahram. Poison snake, bow common grade. Snake leather pouch, common grade. Poison snake sword. Lam Vu-Tran's loot drop rate in Bat Huang is usually very low, but surprisingly just killing a few small snakes dropped this much gear. Maybe it's because of his innate luck points. It's still best to keep dueling to get good equipment. First, don't overthink it. Just keep slaughtering snakes to see if anything else drops. Lam Vu-Tran has reached the snake's nest. Critical hit, 60 critical hit, minus 60 critical hit, 60 critical hit, minus 60. Snake lamb's kidney. 11 snakes fled. He carried a bag of equipment on his shoulder, wiping sweat from his forehead under the blazing sun. Unexpectedly, besides 10 venomous snake fangs, over 100 poisoned arrows dropped, plus a bunch of money. This time the haul is pretty good. Now let's return to the village to turn in the quest. Lam Vu-Tran went to the old swordsmith to hand over the earlier items. The man requested 10 venomous fangs, and here you go. He stopped forging the sword, picked up the cloth bag containing the 10 venomous fangs he needed. Oh, not bad at all. Thank you, young brother. The quality of these venomous fangs isn't bad. This is my good fortune to give to you. Here he handed Lam Vu-Tran a letter. That's this item. You're right, this is the letter, an extremely important item to join the sword sect. The letter's face has characters that translate to sword sect acceptance letter. Lam Vu-Tran couldn't hide his curiosity. Since arriving here, he knew the most. So isn't this letter unique? Big Brother asked a side question, besides me. Has anyone else received the letter quest? He answered that for now, only you have received it. Deep inside, Lam Vu-Tran felt pleased considering his effort well rewarded. I truly am the first to receive the recommendation letter. Others are still stuck trying to figure out quests like beat the dogs and cats. How would they know how to play? I can't let those rookies find out. I have to hurry to the sect to apprentice. Lam Trun went to the village market walking and holding up his bow and dagger for auction. Whoever bids highest gets it. Come quickly and see the brutal auction in the market. Whoever bids higher wins. The first auction for the Thanja Bao, who will bid higher to win. Lam Trun definitely should use a little trickery. If I didn't need money for a wedding, I wouldn't sell. A few people gathered, each bidding different amounts. I bid 500, I bid 1,000. 1,500, 1,800. A little farther away, a group of men, young girls, loudly bid 50,000. Those present were really curious. Who is this famous figure? Who are they? Why are there only young girls? Step aside, step aside. Which guild is this, anyway? Tuyen Lin stepped forward, ready to pay cash anytime. Lam Trun thought this price was pretty good, quite impressive. Another guy approached, bidding 60,000 to introduce himself. I am Vuong An Hao, guild leader of Van the Guild. This newcomer already has some equipment, not simple. First offer some goodwill, then proceed to recruit him. Sooner or later, he'll be under my command. The crowd's eyes were opened. What kind of skill is needed to attract such a key figure? Vuong An Hao didn't expect the captain of Van the Guild to show up here. He also introduced himself. Hello, my name is Lam Trun Vuong An Hao. Lam Trun knew him better than anyone. Just before him was the jerk who betrayed him. Yet here he is again. In the last life, he was one of the top 10 of the upper heaven list. Van the Guild kept sending people to dig into him. After refusing them, Van the Guild bore a grudge, and he suffered many bitter consequences, truly a narrow alley of foes. He wanted to use a price no one could match to recruit Lam Trun to work voluntarily for him. People say Lam Brother is selling equipment to get married. Or how about this? Whatever you spend on your wedding, I'll cover it. Consider it gaining a friend. To put it bluntly, he wants Lam Trun to be his henchman. He's not short on fame or fortune. Vuong An Hao is at the peak of his life, only lacking a talented person like Lam Trun to obey his orders. But Lam Trun clearly saw through him, firmly refusing no need to take unearned blessings. I just want to sell my equipment. I hope Brother Vuong understands. It's a bit bare, but who in this world would turn down a lot of money? I already knew, but could only give this weak excuse. All right, Brother Lam. To already have equipment right after starting means you have talent and ambition, huh? He still smiled happily, grabbing the bow in Lam Trun's hand. I, Vuong An Hao, really admire people like you. Our guild is indeed lacking this bow, so I won't be polite anymore. Tuyen is determined to win the 3 matches between Tuyen Lin and Vuong An Hao. 70,000, 100,000, 200,000, 250,000, bidding fiercely. Whoever wins gets 300,000. Lam Trun stands in the middle, watching the fun, paying attention to Tuyen Lin, wondering which guild this beauty belongs to, that she doesn't even care about Vuong An Hao's face. Or is she using her to oppose the Poison King Vuong An Hao? She bids 500,000. Vuong An Hao can't match the money, so he can only rely on the reputation of the guild leader of Van the Guild and his little sister. I am Vuong An Hao of Van the Guild. I advise you not to confront me. The crowd just can't stop speculating about the background of this young lady. Spending 500,000 on a newbie's equipment? What madness is this? We rich people just don't understand that guy's world. They worry about Tuyen Lin's fate not ending well if she openly opposes Vuong An Hao. This little sister dares to confront the young master of Van the Guild. She's definitely not ordinary. She must have a background. How can a Tuyen Lin who has come this far be afraid of Vuong An Hao? Higher price is fine, but if everyone bids their own price, how is that a confrontation? Could it be that if you set your sights on this item, no one else can buy it? This look of disdain obviously can't be spoken aloud, only meant for one's own inner ear. Van the Guild is nothing compared to my ladyship. It's just trivial. He was provoked by Tuyen Lin. This anger can only be bitterly swallowed. Fine, I won't buy anymore, okay? Vuong An Hao is scheming inside. He wants to use money to win over Lam Trun's greed, but now the greedy one is being blocked by a disobedient dog. He's not rich enough to just spend 500,000 on a bow. Leaving the house, forgetting the date. How did I run into this tyrant thing? I can't be a rich playboy spending 500,000 just to buy newbie gear. He said to his subordinate, let's go, Brother Vuong. Lam Trun doesn't understand what plan he's making either. Now he's changed his mind, asking to pause for a moment. Vuong An Hao, with a grim face, turns back. Brother Lam, is there something else? He wants to sell this bow to Vuong An Hao. Having heard of the great Van the Group for a long time, if Brother Vuong agrees to 500,000, then I'll sell this bow to you, just hoping you will look favorably on me in the future. He's really surprising. I only thought Lam Trun was far-sighted. Specifically, he understands life. Remembering his guild leader position, it's considered that he's reasonable. Vuong and Hao happily says, if Brother Lam is ever in trouble, my Van the group will definitely spare no effort to help you give me your account number so I can transfer the money right away. It's not that Lam Tetron easily gives up, but is luring Vuong and Hao into a big trap, haha, temporarily leaving a good impression, making it even easier to fool him later. He smugly says to Tu Yen Lin, little sister, what are you looking at? I don't even bother with you. His subordinate adds, hopefully after this you'll remember well. Of course, we also hope you join our guild, but the winner is the one who doesn't participate. The more aggressive they are, the more Lam Tetron benefits. Haha, spending 500,000 to save face thanks to you, I got some money, truly a rich fool. I understand how Vuong and Hao uses equipment. Wait until he uses it a few times, then you'll know. Poison has an expiration date. Once it's gone, it's gone. His moves and steps, the one who understands him better than himself is Lam Tetron. This 500,000 is really easy to earn. The important thing is he uses this bow only to complete a bunch of useless newbie tasks. He has to go many detours and waste a lot of time. Tu Yen Lin has been extremely dissatisfied with Lam Tetron's last-minute decision here. When she lifts her foot to leave, she doesn't forget to glare at him. But her arrogance holds her back. She directly curses Lam Tetron without holding back. How could you go back on your word? Didn't you say whoever bids the highest wins? Someone who looks like a dog, but inside he's a vile schemer. Be a dog for the Van the group. Only you don't respond. Seems like you really pissed her off. After scolding, Tu Yen Lin said to the two young ladies with her, let's go. Lam Tetron thought he should make it up to them. If that's the case, he should find a way to compensate them a little, and he already has a plan. The three of them went to the wild boar forest. Tu Yen Lin instructed them to split up each person to find 2 wild boar heads. The two young ladies agreed. Lam Tetron walked up to them. Sure enough, he heard another voice nearby. It made her turn back and ask, are you the one? What do you want by following me here? Lam Tetron raised 2 fingers. Can we talk in private? It will only take you 2 minutes. If you have something to tell me, just say it quickly. Tu Yen Lin lost patience. She thought Lam Tetron had been tricked by Vuong and Hao. It seemed he and Vuong and Hao weren't acquaintances for long. Maybe he was fooled by the appearance of the Van the Guild. He should lower his guard a bit, giving him a chance. He raised his hand. I have a top-secret piece of information to sell you, only 500,000. This info can help your guild beat those players. Tu Yen Lin still thought Lam Tetron had truly sided with Vuong and Hao. Such important information, why don't you sell it to Vuong and Hao? You were cooperating with him just now. Wouldn't selling to him be better for you? He bluntly said, you think I'd cooperate with him? He's not worth. Lam Tetron made up an excuse. I was just acting with him earlier. I'm just a penniless, powerless mercenary. If I want to eat, I have to endure. Actually, he wanted to use Tu Yen Lin's hatred of Vuong and Hao to his advantage. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. I see this girl really hates Vuong and Hao too. Looks like there will be many chances to cooperate later. She didn't let go of what happened earlier so quickly. She still held it in her heart. This guy flips sides fast. His attitude toward Vuong and Hao changes way too quickly. Lam Tetron showed some numbers urging her. Are you buying or not? Just say a word. Here's my account number. One hand takes the money, the other delivers the goods. Lum won't trick you. Though hesitant about him, Tu Yen Lin didn't want to miss such a good opportunity. If by chance what he says is true, not buying would mean losing the chance. Better to make a mistake than to miss out. I'll buy. I'll transfer the money to you first. Lam Tetron showed his index finger. You're really generous, sis. Just after 2 deals, you have already profited quite a bit. Although these numbers don't apply in real life in the game, there's no shortage of uses. Just starting to play and already made 1,000. Not bad at all. Even though when the game becomes reality later, this money will turn worthless. But for now, I still need to rely on it to survive. He reminded him, don't go killing wild boars anymore. Hurry and accept the newbie weapon quest. Tu Yen Lin angrily said, there's no such thing as a newbie quest. Are you trying to fool me? Still suspicious, afraid he was planted by Vuong and Hao. Could it be he was sent by Vuong and Hao to mess with us? If that's true, today will be the day he dies in this forest. She drew her sword, wanting to fight, but to use someone, you have to be sincere from the start to hope to use them. He explained, because that's how you do things, it's just not right. The blacksmith boss is forging iron there. If you help him blow the fire for 5 seconds, you'll receive the quest. That's how Lam Tetron got the newbie quest, but Tu Yen Lin still doubted silently. If you don't believe me, just send someone to try. Remember to be discreet, don't let others know. Otherwise, this info isn't worth that much money. He pulled out the recommendation letter from the sect as proof, but the quest itself wasn't important, the reward was. The letter had one word written on it, trust. She opened her eyes wide. Is this a sect recommendation letter? He replied, that's right. You need this to know where the sect is and to have a chance to join it. He said what needed to be said. What comes next depends on what she does. She was about to leave, but To Yen Lin still had a question. Wait, such important news, why sell it only to me? He turned his face and said to her, who knows, maybe it's because you're cute. This made To Yen Lin blush continuously. Sister Yen Lin is the weak point of the two sisters. They are running with all their strength. Du Chu Vung is chasing from behind. Save my life, Sister Yen Lin, we're doomed. It seems like we've encountered a boss. This wild boar is much bigger than the others. Retreat quickly. Sister Yen Lin and the three sisters can't defeat this beast. If we want to leave, she said, we don't have enough people to kill this boss. Kama's luck is good news for Lum Tae Tron. Your vehicle is really great. The strongest boss in the newbie village has all been discovered by you. If you guys hadn't planned to take down this boss earlier, then I won't hold back. It's hard to believe he intends to protect Yen Lin. Eat that boss, Kyo Tru Vung. Right, the sword I found earlier has been returned to the blacksmith. I can only borrow the bow you just sold To Yen Lin. Can I borrow the sword for a bit too? Here, catch this. You throw the sword to Lum Tae Tron. Whether he lives or dies depends on his luck. Thanks. She said, I'll be wise. The lady next to To Yen Lin almost died. Could it be that guy over there thinks Lum Tae Tron has fallen for her and is pretending to be a hero to impress Sister Yen Lin? Probably he looks handsome enough to pursue our sister Yen Lin. The gang is all around To Yen Lin. She shyly said, are you trying to get beaten up? Sister Yen Lin smiled brightly, blushing. Ha ha ha. If only I had known earlier, NBN. Lum Tae Tron is fighting Du Chu Vung. It's huge. Having a bow here would make it easier. Who wouldn't sell the Thansa bow? Using arrows, this boar would be taken down quickly. Hit the weak spot. Lum Tae Tron observed the weak point of Du Chu Vung and decisively struck the weakest spot without losing any blood. It's useless even with you. If the guy behind is useless, then we have to use a trick. I'm running. He hesitated, then charged forward like fleeing. Du Chu Vung is chasing To Yen Lin's sisters. Is it pretending to have given up? Haha, the handsome guy's fleeing style is adorable. I guess he won't escape. How could he hide? If it were me, I'd be scared to death. Who told him to make her blush just now? She said, luckily you're still a newbie. Dying a few times is okay. Consider it a lesson not to show off next time you bore. Lum Tae Chun lured Du Chu Vung near the cliff. He just needed to duck to dodge this attack. Diaz planned it, charged straight down the cliff. To Yen Lin didn't expect him to handle it so quickly with this method. Boo-hoo, but it's still not dead. Dragging it out only makes it angrier. The moment has come. Tron hides by a nearby tree, waiting for a critical hit. Critical hit, critical hit, critical hit, another critical hit. Sano approaches hiding. The most dangerous place is the safest place. Lum Tae Chun jumps onto Du Chu Vung's back. The wild boar runs in circles a few times, then buries its head into the cliff. Its two horns break because of this. Taking advantage of this, Lum Tae Tron rushes behind it and swings his sword. Du Chu Vung loses sight and doesn't see the danger. One sword straight to the forehead. See you later. Cultivation level 70. Lure this time handled one piece of wild debris updated with early chi refinement. Innate talent. Reverse heaven. Fate activated, all attributes doubled. So the first step is successful. Entering chi refining stage is the first step on the path to immortality. I officially became a cultivator. Didn't expect to level up so fast. Luckily, good luck helped me meet Du Chu Vung. Activated wild power to continue talent. Reverse heaven. Fate, the reward is a random innate gift. Blood type increased by 10% can upgrade chi and blood points up to 3 times. Lum Tae Chun clenches his fist, feeling the abundant strength. Blood points also increased, very beneficial for the early stage. My base attributes are already doubled now. Blood points increased by an additional 10%. Compared to other beginners with 1,000 blood points, I have up to 2,000 points. Defying fate to change destiny forever is a blessing from the gods. Congratulations, Wire 8 Hoing. The message, you defeated the boss in Tanthu 8 Hoing, has appeared. Do you want to announce it to the whole world or remain anonymous? Lum Tae Tron, you can't be so modest. Why choose anonymity? Congratulations. The player announcement quickly spread to the gaming community. Hey players, Lam Tetran has just defeated the first boss in Bat Huang and earned 200 prestige points and 1 innate luck point. Hope other players keep trying hard. This game is really lucky, just released not long ago, and someone already killed the boss. What guild is this Lam Tetran, a master of so strong? Which guild does Lam Tetran belong to? They must have used a mass player strategy to achieve this. Maybe he only got the last hit. It turns out Tento Wien Lin also saw the announcement. This is the first time she's heard of Lam Tetran. Why did the recent Lin Fam XYK trip to Bat Huang drop so many important items in gold? The Hat Van Sword Lin Fam Light Beam Staff, Lin Fam Phantom Body Technique. Yet Lam Tetran didn't pick them up right away or think about how his luck points gave him such an advantage. That many items with innate luck points, truly extraordinary. But 30 minutes later, when he finally picked up the gear, suddenly early morning thunderstorm announced a heavenly calamity. Lam, please be cautious of side effects. He looked up at the sky. The thunder of defying fate and changing destiny is coming. Why does breaking through a great realm always lead to a heavenly calamity? If the calamity fails, the soul will scatter. Quickly get ready and then run to the sect gate. Only the elder can save me now. So Kato Wien Lin befriended him and said in front of Lam Tetran, "Here's my ID. If you get any gear later, you can sell it to us. We guarantee a good price for you." Before she could finish, Lam quickly gave his player ID Lam Tetran ID 3 years 2x. This is my ID at me. Do you want to add to Wien Lin to your friend list? I don't have anything else to do. He hurriedly got on his mount and rode off. This person, Tuyen Lin, didn't know what was going on, just thought Lam Tetran was really unusual. Strange what's so urgent that he's running so fast. Could we be more terrifying than the Wild Boar King? Arrived at the sect gate. The thunderstorm grew fiercer. He just kept running headlong into the sect. Elder, please take me in quickly. Help me withstand this thunder calamity, disciple Lam Te. He rushed up the stone steps to pay respects to his master. I am Jia Hoin Lam Tetran. He dashed past several sect disciples. Why is he running so fast? Running fast to reincarnate, huh? The sky is pitch black, thunder and lightning raging, suddenly changing like this. You never know. It was clear just a moment ago unless something happened. Lan Fien suddenly appears noisily here. The sect leader has arrived. Sect leader Toame. A disciple saw and reported, then paid respects to Chuano at the sect office. This is called a heavenly calamity, unless a disciple of an elder has broken through. Who broke through, Thung Wit also wants to know. I'm no wall for you to lean on. The new disciple jumped several steps to reach the sect. Lam Tetran elders, he knelt and raised his letter of admission, begging for mercy. Elders, please save me. Right now, I basically have no strength to resist the thunder calamity. I can only hope the elders will accept this disciple. Don't worry, elders will surely help. Fortunately, Lan Fien did not speak. The thunder calamity descended on Lam Tetran. She used immortal magic to protect him. It's good he's not dead. If he died, Lam Tetran would be deeply grateful. The thunder calamity disappeared and the sky cleared. A heavenly calamity means reincarnation again. Not only wasting time, but also losing some opportunities. Training Chichitantung praises Lam Tetran's breakthrough. This kind of thunder calamity is the first I've encountered. This disciple is truly extraordinary and promising. If the sect accepts such a talented disciple, it's a good thing. Thungwit said, if this disciple becomes an elder here, his master will surely be proud. The elders lost their composure and rushed to Lam Tetran. A prodigy quickly accepted him. The earliest to recruit this disciple hasn't even accepted a master yet. Why not just accept me as your master? I guarantee you will have all the resources you need for cultivation. Thentung is answering for Elder Thungwit instead of Lam Tetran. Since she is a female cultivator, the male disciple should still let me go. Thungwit shouts, Elder Thantung, you have so many disciples and you still want to snatch mine. You sound weak. Elder Thungwit, your thoughts really do match Lam Tetran's just as I predicted. Coming to the sect, it is great to have a senior elder helping me withstand the heavenly tribulation. Moreover, there are so many elders who want to take me as their disciple as well. NDT0, you hit the jackpot, but you should stay calm like you have been. It'll earn points with the elders, but you still have to be a bit reserved. Don't show too much excitement. Otherwise, it will affect the elders' goodwill towards you, and that's not good. Lan Feiyan, go to everyone, no need to compete anymore. This new disciple becoming my follower is the best choice. The elders have never heard the sect leader wanting to take disciples before everyone is silent before the sect leader. Yet now he is taking disciples breaking tradition. The sect leader asked Lam Tetran, Are you willing to become a disciple of this sect leader? Come with me to the inner chamber to cultivate. Activate the hologram on the board. Great destiny activated. The current sect leader of Thiendian, Sect Lan Fien, wishes to take you as a disciple. Whether the sect accepts or not, don't think you weren't blessed with this fortune. This is huge. The sect leader of Thiendian sect is taking me as a disciple. Of course, yes, he kneels down. Disciple agrees. Please allow me to pay respects to master. Sect leader responds. From today on, you are the only disciple of Lan Fien. Stand up and follow me. Follow me. Lam Tatron replies, understood. If Lan Fien hears this, she will probably punish you heavily. That's really great. Just entered the sect and already grabbed such a powerful patron. Master's legs are smooth, fair, and long, too. The sect leader leads him to the inner chamber of the Thiendian sword sect. She reminds him that the sword pavilion is the most important area of the Thiendian sect. This place is peaceful and stable, free from outside disturbances. From now on, you will cultivate here. Later, I will arrange a disciple to give you the new member items of the sect. She will lead you to your residence. Lam Tatron replies clearly, yes, master. Lan Fien flies off saying, once you understand everything, come find me at the main hall. Although the master was not seen, he still followed the etiquette and knelt to accept discipleship, remembering everything. Besides saying what needed to be said, there was nothing else making Lam Tatron think this sect leader master is really cold. But it's okay. Things will be different slowly. After an hour passed, Lam Tatron still hadn't seen anyone. The disciple the master arranged hasn't arrived yet. Forget it, better to find them myself. The inner chamber of the sword sect looks more like a palace. Don't know how many hidden tasks there are. He walks past many palace buildings with very different architectures. This palace is really special. Let's try going inside to see. Lam Tatron opens his door and enters. Lam Fien is changing clothes and turns to someone. He doesn't know, just wanted to take a look around. Is this your palace, master? Saying master. Sorry to bother you. Lan Fien uses magic to make Lam Tatron fall. Who dares let you roam around the palace of this seat without permission? His face scratched, he kneels and bows his head, apologizing to master. Disciple was waiting for the person you arranged, but they never arrived, so I went to look myself. I understand everything here. I accidentally entered your palace. Disciple had no intention. I just fear this will affect your goodwill towards me, master. Damn, so unlucky. Please don't let it affect the goodwill you have for me. Lan Fien doesn't hold a grudge against newcomers. She takes out a violet jade pill and gives it to Lam Tatron. Forget it, not knowing isn't a crime. I temporarily do not blame you. In the future, without my order, you must never enter here. No exceptions next time. Activates the hologram information of the mystical grade pill. After using it, all attributes will increase by 30 points within 5 minutes. When not fighting, it will restore 3,000 stamina points. He exclaimed, the sect master is really generous to hand out such things. Casually throwing out such a rare alchemical pill. He went outside and knelt behind the closed door to thank Master Lam Tatron. Put the spirit jade pill away. It's not the right time to take it now. Better to keep it. The steward Lady Yen's arrangements have arrived too. The disciple assigned by master to guide us has finally come. Tian Yen's sword sex Nang Kung Wit smiled cheerfully. Little junior brother, why don't you quickly go pay respects to your senior sister? Junior brother Lam Tatron respectfully greeted senior sister Nang Kung Wit. She was very pleased with Lam Tatron's attitude. Good little junior brother, you know manners. My name is Nang Kung Wit. I have late-stage foundation establishment cultivation. If anything happens later, senior sister will take responsibility for you. The game increased Nang Kung Wit's current favorability by 10. Current favorability 10 in Betikdormum. 10 first impression. Lam Tatron was even more polite when he saw the favorability rise. Just met and the favorability already increased by 10. This game really requires paying attention to appearances. Manners alone aren't enough. You have to be slick-tongued and skillful in speaking to win people over. He really didn't expect senior sister to be not only beautiful but also so highly cultivated. Junior brother was truly impressed. Although flattery had also pleased Nang Kung Wit, I didn't expect your little junior brother to be such a flatterer. Lam Tatron stood and said, cultivation must be profound, not just superficial. Daily effort is necessary. He approached Nang Kung Wit. When it comes to this, none of it compares to buttering up the horses behind. Why are you covering your mouth, laughing so loudly? Ha 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 ha. The game added 5 favorability points with Nang Kung Wit again. Current favorability 15. Conversation with General Dam was joyful, increasing much faster than with the master. This shows Nong Kung Wit is a very approachable person. Favorability rising this quickly, compared to steward Lady Yen's senior sister Nang Kung Wit, is indeed much easier to approach. Lam Titran understood this point. Depending on the player's liking level for an NPC, different hidden tasks and opportunities will be triggered. The game has stats for each level of intimacy. Like when we make friends from strangers to close 1 to 10 is first impression, just met but familiar. 11 to 20 is general damn pleasant conversation. 21 to 30 is traveling companions. 31 to 40 is spending mornings and evenings together. 41 to 50 is soulmate spiritual connection. 51 to 60 is close without secrets, supporting each other through hardships. 61 to 70 is first love, perfect harmony, united in heart and hand. 71 to 80 is iron brothers, brave and sincere comrades. 81 to 90 is sworn brothers, 8 bows and brotherhood like starfruit trees. 91 to 100 is life or death, loyal through all. Lam Titran explained, in general, if favorability with an opposite gender NPC reaches first love, perfect harmony, physical contact is possible. Only when it reaches iron brothers can you form a female friend and open new cultivation avenues. Though being near beauties, he still neglected his career. Shouldn't, although it's very hard to increase favorability with NPCs. In the past life, many players obsessed with NPCs, but had no good endings. Lam Titran coughed up blood harshly. Nong Kung Wit worried, little junior brother, what's wrong with you? When did you get hurt? He thought internal injuries like this won't heal well without medicine within half an hour. Better to borrow some from Nang Kung Wit. Although my internal injury has nothing to do with his senior sister, her favorability towards me isn't low either. Taking advantage of this to see what rewards I can get. Lam Titran wiped the blood off his lips. It's nothing. Just earlier, before senior sister arrived, I wanted to explore around a bit. Accidentally stepped into Master's palace by mistake. Got hurt by Master. Nong Kung Wit blushed shyly. So it was because of me. I'll take all the blame for the mistakes. Who is she talking about? Blame me. Indeed, the sect master assigned me to take you to your residence, but I got distracted reading romance novels which caused this incident. Nong Kung Wit handed the pill bottle to Lam Titran without hesitation. This is the chi boosting pill. You better eat quickly. He accepted. Thank you, senior sister. This time of taking responsibility really was a great bargain. NDT0, you managed to fish out some good stuff again. She still felt guilty that because of her, Lam Titran's weight was affected. It's all my fault. If I hadn't stayed up late reading romance novels, why would your junior brother be injured by the master? He waved his hand. How could I blame senior sister? It's because junior brother acted on his own. Lam Titran didn't complain a word. In Nam Kung Liet's eyes, this junior brother was truly a good person. There you go again. Speaking up for me too. Junior brother, you're really too kind. The numbers increased Nam Kung Liet's favorability by 5. Current favorability 20. General Dam was ecstatic. You brought out a jade piece like this again? This jade pendant is considered my compensation to you. Nam Kung Wit was truly benevolent. Just met not long ago, but already gave so many good items. Spirit grade, spirit gathering, jade pendant, defense 10. Mental protection. 5. After exiting combat state recovers 1% mana per second. Spirit shield skill during combat can form a mana shield for 5 seconds. It can block one attack from an enemy below the bond level. Cooldown time 15 minutes. She reminded junior brother, take good care of it. Lam Titran held the jade looking a bit panicked. Senior sister, this jade pendant is a spirit grade equipment. It's a top grade item. The spirit shield skill is even more powerful. But the giver must know the value of what she gives. It's just that Nam Kung Wit already has too many. She patted her chest. What does that matter? Senior sister's jade is even more plentiful. Come on, let's go first. I'll take you to your dwelling. Receiving a treasure without acting at all, junior sister might think he's greedy. I'm really good at acting. Otherwise, where would a newcomer get such a treasure? So Lam Titran figured out that all NPCs in 8 Huang must be treated like flesh and blood people with emotions. But now only I, the reincarnated one, know this. Nam Kung Wit stood in the spirit gathering formation and said to Lam Titran, this is the earth grade spirit gathering formation. Just sitting here practicing meditation, the speed of absorbing spiritual energy will be much faster. She cast a blue light surrounding Lam Titran. You really found a good spot. Mine is only a mysterious grade spirit gathering formation. I truly admire you, Lam Titran. Remembering the 8 Huang's newbie rules, usually beginners find a place to AFK meditate, but their cultivation increases very slowly. Didn't expect there to be an Earth-grade spirit gathering formation here. Could it be that Master specially arranged this for me? Nam Kung Wit left patting his shoulder. All right, my task here is complete. She waved, Junior brother, see you later. Lam Tatron replied, yeah, thanks for your hard work, senior sister. It was the 8 Huang's early alchemy stage cultivation chart with natural enlightenment and Earth-grade spirit gathering formation, granting a 52-point boost per hour. He had entered the place to practice alchemy. So intense. The cultivation speed here compared to normal alchemy stage is multiplied by 10x Zerkro. Judging by this speed, just AFK for 3 hours in alchemy stage cultivation can be reached. Calculated the timing, no problems for tomorrow. The sect leader wants to see you. AFK until then, Master. See you tomorrow. For now, just AFK offline. Lam Vuchon had returned. He woke up in bed. His phone showed a bank notification, Industrial and Commercial Bank. Informs your card balance is 1661782.3 NDT. Industrial and Commercial Bank. Lam Tatran was overjoyed. Great. In just 5 hours, I earned over 1.6 million. In this world, I have successfully started a new life. Finally, I can completely change my tragic fate. Fong Banuong stood before him, one hand gripping his face, which was flushed red. She raised her hand to hit Lam Tatran. How dare you take my comfort? He raised both hands defensively. I didn't mean that, no way. Don't talk nonsense. Nam Lam rode a big motorcycle to Lam Vutron's apartment. Long Lan opened the door. You're here already. She entered the house and sat down, reproaching. Why did you call me here so early in the morning? I still have to prepare for my morning run on the court. He just wanted to show off a little, nothing else. I just wanted you to see the new apartment I rented. Fong Ban Nuong stood up to look. Is this your new rented house? Yeah, not bad. Of course, quality matches the price. That's obvious. The rent is 5,000 to 6,000 a month. She came over and put her arm around him. Xiaolumzi, you really know how to enjoy life. You spend so much on my gym membership fees. Lam Vuchun calmly said, if not, I wouldn't be able to pay it back anyway, so I spend it as soon as possible, so you don't have to worry. Hearing that he spent the money she paid for the gym, Nam Lam jumped over the chair, sat on his lap, and pinned him down. What did you say? You heartless bastard! How dare you spend my gym money like that? She squeezed Lam Vutron's neck. He coughed dryly, cough, cough. All right, then. She pinned him down, wanting to punch him. Let me show you how I'll turn you into a punching bag. Struggling, struggling, struggling. He wanted her to stop. Nam Lam said, wait, one thing after another. Just as expected, your little brother is standing at attention. Nam Lam got even angrier. Lam Tichran. How dare you take my lady's facilities? His two arms crossed defensively. I do have some. Don't talk nonsense. While the two were arguing fiercely, there was a voice outside the door. Mr. Lam, the gaming chair you bought has been delivered. Please open the door. He replied to them. Wait for me a moment. Lam Vutran wanted to explain. I earned some money in the game and bought you this gaming chair. You help me bring it down first, or I'll return it. Nam Lam coaxed, don't. If it's bought, it's bought. Can you return it? And he said, can one gaming chair make up for the gym money I owe you? I don't think it even fits in the school dorm. If I put it at your house, the stuff is already given, but there's no suitable place. But there's a way. Lam Vutran had carefully thought it through. Maybe you just break it, so I put it here and arrange for her to give you another room. Nam Lam laughed loudly and went toward the room. Ha ha ha, then let's do that. This is the newest gaming chair. Let me take a photo and post it on my friend's circle. You change fast, huh? Oh, I'm not mad anymore. Money really can solve 99% of problems. That's why I have to get back to the game quickly to earn more money. He turned back to Bat Huang. Lan Fi Yin sat across. Your talent is truly the best I have ever seen from a disciple. In just a short time, you are about to break through. Lam Tatran bowed. Thank you, Master, for your praise. It's just that the disciple's cultivation is stuck at early chi refining and doesn't know how to break through. Of course, he knew the reason each small stage requires special pills to break through. But it's better to follow the sect and see first. Let's try to probe first. Maybe Master has pills to help me break through. Wish granted. Lan Fi Yen, hearing his disciple's cultivation stuck, gave him a celestial pill. I have here a supreme chi condensation pill. Only by using it can you break through to mid-chi refining stage. Lam Tatran accepted. Thank you, Master. He was happy knowing this pill was only available at top sex. But Lam Fiyen didn't give it immediately. Although your talent is extremely high, you must understand that a true strong cultivator is not just about high cultivation or realm, but also having experience from countless battles. Lam Tatron naturally understood his master was right. Flowers in the house don't deserve to walk the path of immortality. Only great trees growing in thunder can seize the road to eternal life. He already had experience and learned a lot from his past life. In his previous immortal life, he found that this game's mechanics are extremely advanced. Cultivation can be boosted by buying equipment with money, but combat experience can only be gained through real battles. Lam Fiyen also praised Lam Tatron's insight. It's not easy to have such a profound perspective. It's not easy for you to have such deep insight. Indeed, calmer than we thought. The current favorability level of Elder Huang for Lam Fiyen is 5 points higher than your current favorability level. It's like love at first sight. Your cheerful spirit can actually earn favorability with the sect leader. So if things continue like this, wouldn't it be easy to become closer to the sect leader? Based on this trend, gaining the sect leader's favor is not impossible. Lam Tatron remains the same, unwilling to let emotions override reason, yet careful not to lose control. In this life, I must become a sword cultivator. How can I be weak before a woman in love? Shake it off, Lam Fiyen. If that's the case, go accept a sect mission and choose a difficult one at the chi refinement level. After completing the mission, this spiritual condensation pill will be yours, brother. Obediently and respectfully, she hands the cultivation manual to Lam Tatron before the mission. The master grants you the Heavenly Manifestation Heart Sutra, the core cultivation method for all disciples of the Heavenly Manifest Sword sect. The higher your cultivation of the manual, the greater the benefits. I hope you will practice diligently. He bows, hands clasped, thanking the master. Although all disciples can learn this heart method, outer disciples must complete sect missions to study it. But I don't need that. He heads to the outer hall of the Heavenly Manifest Sword sect, where very few players raise both hands, spinning, and still can't touch anyone. Indeed, there are still few players joining the sect. That's understandable. Although the sect recommendation mission is hidden, you have to pay close attention to notice it. It takes a very long time before many players join the sect. But that's none of my concern. I have already grasped the opportunity to become an inner disciple. Tuyen Lin approaches. Hey, handsome master, a sister nearby, reminds her. Tuyen Lin, sis, that's really him. Lam Tatron hears the call and turns around. He thinks to himself that in the future he will still need Tuyen Lin's help. After buying the information and actually joining the sword sect, it's not bad at all. She has many friends. Later on, I will still need her assistance. She smiles brightly. Not many people come here. Lam Tatron just happens to have something to say. What a coincidence, she also joined the sword sect. Tuyen Lin nods. I like using swords, so of course I chose the sword sect. Lam Tatron doesn't want to be late, so he leaves first, waving goodbye. I still have to do a mission. Let's talk next time. Tuyen Lin is a bit upset. I haven't finished talking and he's already gone. The lady next to her laughs. This handsome guy is quite cold. Tuyen Lin, sis, pursuing him might be really difficult, huh? Tuyen Lin doesn't deny it, but retorts. In her eyes, it just looks like I want to pursue him. The other person laughs. Turns out it's nothing. What a pity, I was looking forward to seeing a woman chasing after a man. Tuyen Lin still wants to hurry and do the mission. Stop messing around and get to it. We need 3 contribution points to exchange for the Heavenly Manifestation Heart Sutra. She replies tiredly. Already since joining the sect, I've only been doing missions every day. Still missing 3 points. It's too hard. The passing crowd seems a bit resentful. So who will get the Heavenly Manifestation Heart Sutra? The one who gets it is Lam Tatron here. Calling the next person to receive a mission. He is studying the Heart Sutra and realizes it's his turn. Disciple Lam Tatron respectfully accepts the mission. He politely asks. The announcer says there are no assigned missions. New players can choose any mission. Little bro, pick one quickly, reminding him to prioritize missions suitable for his strength. He goes to the board with wooden tags and carefully considers. The simplest mission is to collect various ordinary herbs. Besides gaining experience points, it's not very useful. What a waste of time. He picks up a tag to take a closer look. Lam Tatron looks higher. The next level missions are a bit harder, but still just hunting some chi refinement level beasts. This doesn't help much in improving real combat experience. Fuangkuk City, a tag reads Fuangkuk Journey. He notices a special mission tag, a hell level mission. Moreover, the place to carry out the mission is also Fuangkuk City. Lam Tatron uses his spiritual power to take the tag. This is it. I have a basic understanding of the Phoenix Melody March this time. Following through should go somewhat smoothly. Special missions can earn special rewards. I've learned the Heavenly Heart Sutra, so all my attributes have already increased by 5%. Based on my familiarity with Phoenix Melody City, I can definitely handle it. The Inferno level task on the 8 Virtuous list helps the Heavenly Sword sect search for the sect's lost secret techniques, but there's a warning that this mission is extremely difficult. Disciples with low cultivation shouldn't choose this mission. The Phoenix Melody City Board currently shows a mission. Heavenly Sword sect disciple Zhang Hai was murdered outside. He was carrying secret techniques, helped Zhang Hai get revenge, and retrieve the stolen sect secrets. Rewards 100 low-grade spirit stones, 100 sect contribution points, 1 high-grade spirit concentrating pill, 1 spirit technique manual plus a hidden reward. The mission announcer also thought you were new and shouldn't pick such a difficult task. Just afraid that most people around here prefer to avoid hardship. Brother Xiao, this mission is really tough. Do you want to reconsider? To accept a mission of this difficulty, you have to meet many requirements of the 8 Virtuous list. The one who killed Zhang Hai is very likely a late-stage refinement realm cultivator. Compared to your current realm, that's significantly higher. Also, the sect's rule is you can't take on a new mission if you still have an unfinished one in hand. I won't say more. Just thank you for the reminder, but I won't change my mind. I'm definitely going to choose this mission. Those guys eyed him suspiciously for boldly choosing this mission, yet he picked a hell-level task. Why does the guy next to me not believe I'm joking? This mission's warning was crystal clear. The opponent might be a late-stage chi refiner. How could he possibly accept and protect his life? The two men argued. Even if he has a higher realm than the opponent, there are very few clues in this mission. Finding the killer is like searching for a needle in a haystack. He continued the proverb, already weak, yet still showing off. So let's just wait and see him get slapped in the face. Lam Tatron has arrived at Phoenix Bend City, the crucial location to complete the mission. You entered and turned out to be an immortal from the Tianyan Sword sect. The young ladies here bowed their heads joyfully, welcoming the honored guest of the Lam family. Ah, immortal brother, come quickly and join us inside. This merchant is recounting that today, the sect leader of the Xuan Wudao Hall master, Muthan Zhenren, broke through to the transformation spirit realm. The strength of the Xuan Wudao Hall has increased significantly once again. At Kukdia Tio Valley Ferry Bakwa and the senior elder of the Shi Duong sect held a wedding ceremony joining as Dao daughters, truly becoming stronger and stronger. Lam Ti personally came to find him. This man is the information merchant from the 8 Wilds. Compared to reality, isn't he just like a group of journalists? As I sat listening, he raised a cup of hot tea and drank it. There's nothing big or small in the 8 Wilds that he doesn't know. His daily job is to tell stories, leak information to everyone, and earn rewards. If you patiently listen carefully, you will definitely find clues about the mission. The merchant reached the climax, slamming the table for emphasis. Zhang Hai Chi, refining disciple of the Tianyan Sword sect, was killed after going out to train. The killer is Chu Hao, a reckless cultivator at the late Qi refining stage. This person is part of the demonic path and acted extremely ruthlessly. Hearing this, I was very excited. Finally, the part I was waiting for has arrived. After finishing the story, the merchant went inside the inn. I hurriedly ran after him. Sir, please, wait a moment. I want to buy some information. Most new players rush to the mission location as soon as they get clues about the mission. But I already know how this game works. If you want concrete clues, you have to pay up. The merchant heard this, turned back, and asked, you want to buy information? No problem, just pay the full price, and Li Si will answer everything. I threw a bag of money toward Li Si. Seeing that, he quickly caught it and asked where Chu Hao usually hangs out. Catching the bag with one hand, he said the place Chu Hao frequents. Chu Hao is very lustful. He often appears in the Liu Tu Flower district of Phoenix City. You can go there to find him. After giving Chu Hao's info, the merchant wanted to earn a little more from me and continued. There's one more very important piece of information for you, but it costs 5 more spirit stones. Let's see if you're willing to pay up. Lam Tatron heard this, took out a small additional pouch, shook it in his hand, and spoke quietly. After receiving the goods, he reminded me, I see that you have an honest face, so I want to warn you. Although Chu Hao is only a reckless late Qi refiner, he has an older brother named Chu Shun. This person is already a foundation establishment cultivator. You must be careful. The bustling scene at Phoenix Bend City, Thunwit Tower, official. You're here, how annoying, have another drink. Official, after you finish this cup of wine, you can enter the room with me. After eating, drinking, and playing until drunk, Chu Hao staggered away. Behind him, someone who wasn't flattering said, "Young Master Chu, come again next time. We'll definitely wait for you." His face flushed from the wine, and he said sternly, all right, be good and wait for young Master Chu. Next time, each and every one of you line up and wait for me." Lam Tatron stood aside watching Chu Hao leave. The target has appeared staggering and walking unsteadily. I sensed a sound behind me. He stopped and loudly asked who it was. Seeing that he no longer tried to run, he stepped out confidently and replied, "I am the one who came to take your life." At this moment, Chu Hao seemed sober, his voice mixed with arrogance and contempt toward him. Holding his weapon in hand, it turned out to be just a small blade. Those three bastards were still at the early chi refining stage. "You're just a disciple of the Heavenly Performance Sword Sect, and you want to come seek revenge on me." Chu Hao charged at Lam Tatron with his blade. "I can tell you're tired of living." As the attack came close, he quickly dodged to avoid it. Dodging. Seeing this, Chu Hao spun around and attacked in a circular motion, but Lam Tatron broke Chu Hao's attack within one move. Chu Hao turned his face in disbelief. He couldn't believe it. How could someone at early chi refining stage have such strong energy? Lam Tatron smugly said, "It's not that I'm too strong, it's just that you're too weak." After cultivating the Heavenly Performance Heart Sutra, all my combat attributes increased by 5%. This is no joke. Furious, Chu Hao used his strongest move, the Berserk Blade Slash, to attack Lam Tatron. He raised his hand and began chanting the Spirit Shield spell. Just as he wanted to try condensing the Spirit Jade Pendant, Senior Sister Nam Kung Nguyet gave him a surrounding force field forming a large sphere. He couldn't help but admire this Spirit Shield. It really works well. Chu Hao bit his hand to endure the blade still pointed at Lam Tatron. "I didn't expect you to have so many treasures. Looks like you're pretty spoiled in your sect. Quickly hand over all those things, and I might spare your life." Lam Tatron looked down on him and said, "You want me to hand over my things? Who gave you that kind of courage?" Chu Hao's eyes were bloodshot as he clenched his blade high. Every strike from Chu Hao was dodged by him. Missed. Chu Hao's face showed some surprise. "Why is this happening? This is impossible. I can't afford to waste so much energy against him. Otherwise, I'll end up dead by his hand." Chu Hao stepped back. Lam Tatron's gaze sharpened. He nodded once, gripped his sword tightly, and unleashed a fatal strike. One strike from Chu Hao already cost him 90 health points. Chu Hao's career was multi-cultivator. Chi refining late stage HP 2 550. Physical force 32, mental force 30, defense 28, speed 36, equipped with a spirit grade thunderblade. Taoist skill, steel wind, Taoism intermediate level, martial skill, berserk blade / newly learned body technique, piercing mist intermediate level. Chu Hao attacked wildly in retaliation. Lam Tatron's face darkened slightly. No wonder he couldn't beat me. Late-stage chi refining is just like that. I did early-stage chi refining, a much stronger. Player Lam Tatron career sword cultivator, chi refining early stage. HP 2300 mana, 200 physical force, 37 mental force, 22 defense, 48 speed, 42 focus, 7 heart protection, 51 sword aptitude, 5% body technique, step beginner, 9% heart technique, heavenly performance, heart sutra beginner, 0%, equipped with spirit grade, sword sect robes, Lingshu sword, spirit condensing, jade pendant, spirit talisman restriction. The blade passed through, leaving a wave of pain. Chu Hao suddenly faltered, gasping. Lam Tatron coldly pointed his sword at Chu Hao, who was lying helplessly collapsed there. Sick chicken hand over the Heavenly Performance Sword Sect secret manual now. Chu Hao fearfully raised his hand to block the sword tip, begging in fear. "Senior, it's because I was blind and stupid. I admit defeat. I will now return the items to you." Behind the two, a strong aura suddenly appeared. He thought silently, "Oh, someone is ambushing." The ground cracked open, splitting Lam Tatron and Chu Hao apart. "On Lung," Chu Hao screamed in fear, yelping. Chu Hao struggled to sit up and look back. "Brother Ka, you're here, hurry. Save me, I'm being hunted. See, the person backing me has arrived." Chu Hao quickly, arrogantly smiled, relying on others. "Kid, you're really unlucky to have met my big brother. I will repay the sword marks you left on my body 100-fold. Lam Tatron saw the newcomer and guessed silently, this must be Chu's elder brother at Bamboo Core stage. Chu's elder brother is Bamboo Core early stage, much stronger than me. Chu elder clasped his hands behind his back. looked at Chu Hao sitting there and criticized. I told you many things have happened recently. I asked you not to leave the mountain, but you didn't listen. If I hadn't discovered you already left, that's why I came here to find you. Otherwise, your life would have been in danger today. Chu Hao shouted loudly, pointing at Lam Tetron, begging, Brother Chu, it's my fault. This time I'll listen to you and definitely won't go out again. But first, please help me take revenge on him. He hurt me badly. He raised his hand to rub his neck slightly, tilting his head as he spoke. Hand over your spirit shield, and I'll consider letting you live. I'll let you die quickly. Otherwise, I'll make sure you live worse than dead. Movements. Chu Hao wanted to take out a medicine bottle, grab a pill. Brother, wait until I finish this pill to recover some strength, then I'll help you. Before he could take the pill, he was struck by a sword. He gasped, hit directly in the heart. Chu Hao tightly held the sword, piercing his chest, unable to help, but shout, coughing harshly. With both hands, he clutched the medicine bottle and pill flying out. Ah, big brother, Chu Than. He gritted his teeth fiercely, looking at you angrily. Lam Tetron withdrew his sword and slung it over his shoulder, looking at him and continuing. It seems your little brother doesn't know that villains usually die from talking too much. Besides, my goal is to kill both of you and take your spoils. Now it's your turn, Chu Than. He raised his sword, pointing it straight at Chu Than. Chu Than angrily swung his sword at him. Tight. Lam Tetron couldn't dodge in time and got injured. Trouble again, this guy is much harder to deal with than Chu Hao. He was pushed backward. Cultivator Chu Than's profession is sword cultivator at the early bamboo core stage, with 300 health, 70 strength, 40 willpower, 55 defense, 50 speed. Hoi Tam, 6-path technique, moon saber technique at minor success, phantom body technique at minor success, soul severing, slash at minor success, soul tracking, spirit skill at initial success equipped with spirit, grade thunder slash, saber spirit grade 100 tempered form, and spirit grade Tingxiang love band. Chu Than flew behind him like lightning, stabbing him again. This time he blocked Chu Than's attack. This strike pushed both of them apart. He controlled the strength in his legs and shouted, Stop, Lam Tetron! Looking up at his opponent thoughtfully, although his speed was faster, his own experience was richer. Facing a great enemy and still able to analyze and defend, Chu Than was momentarily stunned. I'm proudly at bamboo core stage, yet I can't defeat even an early chi refinement kid. What a humiliation. Gathering all his strength, Chu Than unleashed a critical soul-severing slash. Lam Tetron tried to block the attack. I just used the spirit shield, so it won't be ready for another 10 minutes. Otherwise, this slash definitely wouldn't have pierced through it. Luckily, the cooldown for Phantom Body was still 10 seconds away. First, use Phantom Body to disrupt the battle. Thinking this, he began chanting the spell to use Phantom Body, moving continuously without any pattern. After seeing this attack, Chu Than also started using the clone technique. Dare to compete waspy with my speed, you're still far behind. Clone technique, Phantom Body. All of Chu Than's clones advanced together to surround Lam Tetron. Let's see where you can run now. Lam Tetron looked around and suddenly thought of his past life. In his past life, to deal with this kind of clone technique at first glance, the real body and Phantom seemed identical, but looking closely there were differences. Just by focusing carefully, you can tell which is the real body. He began analyzing, for example, only the real Chu Than's eyes had a sparkle, while the clone's eyes were always dull and lifeless. Finding this difference, one strike could then subdue them. A sword pierced straight into Chu Than's chest, activated the armor-breaking effect lasting 5 seconds. He gripped the sword tighter, using more strength. Armor breaking is indeed a good thing that can reduce the opponent's defense by half. Must act quickly, charge forward. Thrust the sword deeper. Chu Than spat a large mouthful of blood, coughing harshly. Pierced Chu Than, suddenly unleashing his power. Wow, Lam Tetron was thrown far away. Explosions erupted around Chu Than like a huge blast. The old tiger dodged Lam Tetron's sword thrust. Chu Than suddenly roared loudly. The old tiger did not roar back. Think you're some sick cat wielding the moon sword technique, he attacked. Lam Tetron quickly raised his sword to block. He couldn't help but curse, but still felt amazed. Damn, his speed of striking is still way too fast. Truly impossible to block anymore. Just bad luck. If only I had reached mid-stage chi refinement, I wouldn't be so passive. Seeing his blood was low, he took out a pill and swallowed it. His blood was now down to only 1/3. If this continues, I'll die right here. He took out a mysterious grade pill from the jade core In 5 minutes, all his attributes would increase by 30 points. If not in combat mode, he could instantly recover 3,000 stamina points. But if his talent died once, all attributes would decrease by 10%. It was hard-earned to get such a perfect opening. Absolutely cannot die, he swallowed the pill. He had to use the pill the master gave him. Although reluctant to take it, he had no choice. To protect this fragile life, he had to rely on it. Chutun suddenly stopped before Lum Taetron's power surge. He looked down at his hands, continually amazed. With this Jade Core pill increasing his spirit energy, he became much more agile instantly. Chutun's face was solemn as he decided to use the earlier move. Almost dead and still standing there, smirking. I think after you go to the underworld, it won't be too late to laugh. Cloaked Moonblade technique, Chutun once again launched his next attack. Blood recovered by 3,000, returning to the original peak. Chutun was stunned. What? How could you block my attack? Looks like the pill you just swallowed isn't simple at all. Didn't expect your little brat to have so many treasures on him, but you can only rely on one pill to block one time. How can you avoid death forever? Chutun looked at him mockingly. Lum Taetron couldn't help but laugh when he heard that. You're right, my pill really has a time limit. So Lum Taetron attacked Chutun. Wow, he was thrown far away. He continued speaking. As long as I kill you before the pill's effect wears off, it's over. Chutun was surprised by Lum Taetron's inner strength. How did he suddenly become so formidable? The two continued to spar for a while. Lum Taetron thought silently, first just defend, wait until the pill's effect wears off, then begin a more fierce attack. One attacks, one defends. He seemed to sense something. I feel like I'm gradually understanding the essence of swordsmanship. The sword light is becoming sharper and more deadly. During the fight, I have comprehended the sword intent. Sword aptitude plus 5%. Chutun could no longer defend against Lum Taetron's attacks. Chutun refused to give up. He was determined to kill him at all costs. This person must be an extremely important disciple of the Heavenly Sword Sect. If not eliminated, he will be a huge threat in the future. Thought and done. Chutun unleashed a stronger move than before. Summoned soul power from the sword, his eyes turning bloodshot. Launched a decisive strike. Phantom step. Lum Taetron hurriedly dodged. Chutun was stunned, thinking he had fled. Suddenly, he coughed loudly. It turned out Lum Taetron had attacked him secretly. Lum Taetron struck continuously, ending with a decisive sword strike. Chutun collapsed to the ground. Cough hack. Still unwilling to accept, how could it be otherwise? Lum Taetron breathed a sigh of relief, exhaling softly. He turned around to look at the rice gathering that had completed a hell-level difficulty task. Please return to the sect to receive your reward. Lum Taetron left, just like that. He then approached the two brothers. This trip earned quite a lot. Strip off all the gear and return to the sect to report. Suddenly he thought of something. Wait before returning, there seems to be one more important thing to do. Yes, Lum Taetron was on his way back to Phuongkuk City Market. While walking, he said, since this is the first time carrying out a sect mission, he should buy a gift for his master. Lum Taetron pondered deeply. There's a saying, giving is better than receiving. In this traditional world, respecting the master and the way is essential. Moreover, giving gifts will increase the master's goodwill toward him. But what should he give? Lum Taetron stopped in front of a shop, thinking silently. The ancient said, no woman ever rejects jewelry. Jade brooch. I'll give my master a jade hairpin. Then Lum Taetron returned to the mission reception to hand it in. He handed the mission slip to the administrator there. I'm here to turn in the mission. She was surprised to see that. Little brother, you're really amazing. You finished a hell-level mission so fast. People around were surprised and found it hard to believe. This brother actually completed a hell-level mission. How is that possible? To complete a hell-level mission, one must at least have a mid-stage refining cultivation. But what is this scroll? Could it be the mission reward? She accepted the completed mission slip and congratulated him. Little brother, no wonder you're an elite in the immortal palace of infinite. I wish you good luck and great fortune. She chanted and precious magical artifacts appeared. This is the reward for this mission. Inside are 100 low-grade spirit stones. This is an additional reward. Please accept it. Lum Taetron took out his bag and collected everything. He couldn't help but exclaim, so many, everyone around was amazed. 100 low-grade spirit stones. Wow. How many missions would I have to do to get just a few dozen? Don't say more. Look at his sect contribution points on his token 100 points. I'd have to do 10 missions to get that much. Hearing this, everyone gathered around Lum Taetron, trying to recruit him to their guild. Or some wanted to become his disciple brother. You're amazing finishing a hell-level mission. How's your cultivation now? Taking disciples, brother. Have you joined a guild yet? If not, join our Thung Lang guild. A girl approached and said, handsome, you're really amazing. Can I follow you? I'll do anything for you. Lam Titron clasped his hands, thanking everyone for their kindness. Thank you all for your kindness. I've accepted it in my heart, but I have some matters to attend to first. As soon as he finished speaking, he hurriedly ran off amid everyone's enthusiasm. People behind chased him, shouting, "Handsome, please consider me. If you join our guild, you'll be the leader." Feeling overwhelmed, he shouted back while running, "Please don't follow me anymore, okay?" At this moment, two members of the guild stepped forward to block them, saying, "No one is allowed to approach. Do not disturb the intersect disciples or the master's direct disciples." Those people were surprised. What? So he's already an intersect disciple. Some admired him. He's definitely the leader, the big boss. Take me with you. At this moment, he was kneeling to pay respects to his master. "Master, your disciple has returned." Lun Fiyen, lying on the chair reading a bamboo slip book, heard him and asked, "I heard you completed a hell-level mission." Lum Taechun quickly admitted, "Yes, that's correct." Lun Fiyen angrily scolded him. "Your master instructed you to choose a difficult level mission, so why did you pick a hell-level one? It's troublesome. If you fail the mission, not only will your martyr's body be lost, but our sword sect's talent will suffer damage. It would be a loss for our sect." Lum Titron quickly admitted his mistake. Disciple knows his fault. Master's teachings are absolutely right. At this moment, Lun Fiyen sat up and raised her hand to signal him to stand up. "Enough, forget it. What is the cultivation level of the opponent this time?" Lum Taechun shared his thoughts in what he had observed. The disciple originally thought the opponent's cultivation was at most chi refining stage, but unexpectedly he had an elder brother who was a foundation establishment stage cultivator. Lun Fiyen closed the book and questioned him back. "You relied on your own effort to fall into a desperate situation and still managed to kill a foundation establishment cultivator." Lum Taechun quickly affirmed, "Disciple does not dare lie. It was mainly thanks to the pill you gave me last time. Without it, I definitely wouldn't have succeeded this time." Hearing this, Lun Fiyen warned him, "The gap between major realms is huge. From now on, you must be truly vigilant. Don't act recklessly. Understand." She also confirmed, "You are the most talented disciple in our sect. Take this talisman. Only use it in life or death emergencies. Otherwise, don't casually use it." "Got it." Lun Fiyen thought silently. I didn't expect his fighting talent to be so outstanding, truly a once-in-a-thousand-years rarity. As she spoke, Lun Fiyen handed him the original spirit talisman. Inside the original spirit talisman is sealed a fragment of Lun Fiyen's original spirit, usable only once, and cannot be used while fighting. Lum Taechun accepted it and quickly said, "Thank you, master." At this moment, he couldn't help but feel joyful inside. Damn, with the backing of the sect leader, what is there to fear? I must hold on to this leg tightly. Besides the original spirit talisman, Lun Fiyen also gave him several of her pills as a reward. "Here is the supreme chi gathering pill that the master promised you. Seeing you completed the hell-level mission, master will give you another chi gathering pill. Hopefully you can break through smoothly." Lum Taechun accepted it. "Thank you, master. I will definitely not let you down." Lun Fiyen reminded him, "What you lack now is the sword techniques from our sect's secret manual. Go exchange for it yourself." He hurriedly said, "Master, wait." Lun Fiyen coldly asked, "Is there anything else?" He quickly took out the hairpin he had bought and handed it to her. "I want to give master a small gift, but it wasn't enough to buy a spirit jewel hairpin or anything like that. So disciple had to buy this mortal's hairpin. I wonder if master will like it." Lun Fiyen took it, looked it over, then left, leaving him with just one sentence. "Just focus on your cultivation. No need to thank me." Lum Taechun affirmed, "Please rest assured, master." When he looked up and saw she was gone, he was a bit stunned. Master is really cold. Even said she doesn't like the hairpin I gave her." A favorability gauge appeared showing Lun Fiyen's favorability towards him at +5. Current favorability is 10 points. Seeing the favorability increase a bit, he couldn't help but feel happy. Master's favorability towards me has increased, that's how it should be. As she left, he guessed that Master was just cold on the outside. The path of relying on soft favors has advanced another step. Not far from him, suddenly a big explosion occurred, causing him to be stunned. What was that noise? Thick smoke mixed into the air. People nearby avoided the area. Cough, cough, cough. An old man stepped out. Elder Thien Tun failed again. "Why is the Zhuandan pill harder to refine than the Heavenly Origin pill? I don't believe it." Standing before everyone, he said, "I am the head of the 12 senior elders of the sword sect named Thien Tun. Right now I am refining pills and urgently need a medicine guide. Does anyone volunteer to go out and find one for me?" The elder's information appeared. Elder Thien Tun issued a hell-level mission. The mission content is to help Elder Thien Tun find a branch of Tukum Tao before dawn. The mission introduction states that Tukum Tao is the most important medicinal ingredient for refining Chunyan Dan. This herb is extremely rare and can only be found on the body of the medicinal spirit eagle. Reminder: the medicinal spirit eagle lives in Thunglan, Medicinal Valley. Everyone is disappointed because its hell-level mission in going to Thunglan Medicinal Valley also requires spirit stones. Hearing that it's a mission, everyone refuses, saying, forget this mission. The difficulty is high and it costs money. Accepting this kind of mission isn't worth it at all. Let's skip this trip. I don't want to die right after starting. I have no experience playing this game. Stepping out from the crowd, Lum Tetron spoke up, volunteering to take it. Greetings, Elder. I am disciple Lum Tetron, willing to help you find Tukum Tao. Everyone turned around in surprise. What, someone really blindly accepted this mission? The elder was a bit surprised to see him stroking his long beard. Oh, isn't this the official disciple recently accepted by the sect leader? Lum Tetron looked at him confidently, guessing that this old man must be the top alchemy grandmaster of the sword sect. Building a relationship with such a big figure can only be beneficial. Lum Tetron entered the deep forest of Thunglan Medicinal Valley at night, searching around guided by the light. Based on past life experience, this type of medicinal spirit boss usually appears where herbs grow, so it should be nearby. Suddenly there was a noise behind him. Oh! Someone shouted loudly from behind. Everyone, try to hold on. Seeing the medicinal spirit eagle, he couldn't help but be happy. Found it, but it seems like it's being chased by others. Let's watch the fight first and then find an opportunity. The medicinal spirit eagle attacked everyone. Lum Tetron stood aside slightly, looking down on the group of newbie players. There are more than 10 of them, and they still can't catch this medicinal spirit eagle. How lame. And judging by their appearance, they're probably going to be wiped out by the medicinal spirit eagle. It's best to negotiate with them first to get the boss out. Thinking this, he approached the girl accompanying Uyen Lin. Hearing footsteps, she turned around and recognized the approaching person. She turned to ask Uyen Lin's sister, Uyen Lin, isn't that the handsome expert guy? Uyen Lin was stunned for a moment and quickly looked back. Uyen Lin and another person landed before Lum Tetron, then approached to greet and explain their purpose. Everyone, I have an urgent mission with this medicinal spirit eagle. Can you give me this boss? Landing, Lum Tetron saw the people fighting were Uyen Lin's group and was a bit surprised. So it's Uyen Lin's guild. Someone I know, should be easy to talk to. Suddenly, someone behind spoke up. Uyen Lin, do you know him? Uyen Lin approached and said, he's the expert I mentioned to you before. He's the only one who killed the wild boar king in the newbie village and even informed all the players. Uyen Lin whispered, I got the mission info from the Forge Master, which I bought from him. The other person whispered back, guessing maybe he came here to kill the boss and wants to get the Thien Dien Tumkin. But this boss is also very important to our Moonshadow Guild. Even if he's a friend, we can't give it to him. Seeing she wasn't convincing, Uyen Lin said, all right, I'll go talk to him. Uyen Lin went up to Lum Tetron and said, sorry, Master Lum, really sorry. This medicinal spirit eagle is a mission for our boss. We must get it. Could you wait until tomorrow when it molts again? Lum Tetron chuckled. Just as I thought, I guess you won't easily let it go. But seeing you all fighting it, I probably don't need to wait until tomorrow for it to molt. As he spoke, the medicinal spirit eagle let out a painful cry and flapped its wings to fly up. Dust flew into everyone's faces and eyes, causing pain. My head hurts so much. The medicinal spirit eagle angrily turned back to attack them. Everyone shouted loudly for help. Help me! On this side, Lum Tetron added to the Uyen Lin group about the current situation. What I just wanted to tell you is that when the blood bar of the bone eagle drops to about 50%, it will immediately release a stunning pollen. That pollen will reduce stamina and extend cooldown times. You guys better pray for yourselves, Uyen Lin asked fearfully in a loud voice. What did you say? The others suddenly decided to charge into battle, not forgetting to say, forget about him. Just focus on attacking the boss first. The Earth Immortal unleashed the Bone Eagle's power to attack everyone. The other chanted Fire Lamp spell. The Bone Eagle was hit, let out a loud cry, then rose up flying. Lum Tetron on the side couldn't help but exclaim, this move only makes that Bone Eagle angrier. Watch once the anger value of the Bone Eagle rises, its attack speed not only increases, but the damage it deals also rises greatly. The Bone Eagle, furious, broke free, its fiery eyes approaching Uyen Lin, shouting, be careful. But still too late, the other was stabbed and nearly killed. Lactet Vu the bone eagle threw that person against several rocks which also flew up. Lamtatron shouted from behind, "Is that female mage stupid or what?" He crossed his arms standing there and said firmly, "I can teach you how to kill this bone eagle. But if the Tukam Tau drops, you have to give it to me." What do you think? Hearing this, the two immediately said together, "All right, please show us." Both approached him and he began to share his thoughts. "Your hatred point against that bone eagle is very high, so don't use the Lak Thak Vu move to provoke it anymore. Look at your blood bar, only a little left." That person's face showed some embarrassment. When it recovers from those falling rocks, it can slap you to death with one swipe. Suddenly he moved behind, took that person's hand and continued. Lak Thak Vu isn't meant to be used this way, but should be combined with Earth Immortal's move to maximize damage. The staff pointed in the direction he indicated, began chanting to use her Earth Immortal move, which has a fast cooldown, so use it first. The Bone Eagle's Earth Immortal move is temporarily blocked. He couldn't help but praise very good exactly like this. He continued, "You must stand from afar to control it so your teammates can deal damage." Uyen Lin at this point, following his guidance, had already flown behind that person. Hearing this, she couldn't help but sigh, "So that's how it is. Thank you for the guidance." The guild whistle sounded on arriving. At this moment, another group arrived. Lamtatron turned around to see who was coming. The leader said, "Immediately we should quickly stop attacking this boss and leave." He also warned, "If not, don't blame us for being rude." Uyen Lin saw another guild arriving and asked Zhang Lak Du, "Madame, the blood / guild is the guild of the netizens. We don't have enough people here now. What should we do?" Zhang Lak Du answered firmly, without hesitation, "Just fight them. If we give in once, there will be more concessions in the future." Zhang Lak Du declared bluntly, "Even if we lose this time, we must make our Moon Shadow Guild famous. At least in morale, we can't fall behind." Uyen Lin answered decisively, "Understood." Lak Du turned to look at the bone eagle being restrained there. "It's just that this bone eagle was almost dead because of us. Going to fight the guild war is nowhere near as good as killing that bone eagle. It would be really regrettable to give up now." Lamtatron spoke up, "Help me, and I can help you deal with this bone eagle." Then he didn't forget to add a condition, "But after it's dealt with, besides the Tukam Thao, I get to choose one piece of equipment dropped from the boss." "What do you all think about this?" "Yes," Zhang Lak Du asked in surprise. "Are you serious?" Uyen Lin said, "Partly because she's worried about Lamtatron. If so, I'll leave a few people for you to handle this bone eagle." Lamtatron flew over near the bone eagle and said, "No need, you all just focus on the guild war. As for this bone hawk, just leave it to me alone to handle it." The other two shouted once, and the guy behind burst out laughing loudly, "Ha ha." He got even more frenzied, "Ha ha. It's really ridiculous that only one person dares to claim they can kill a low-level bone hawk. Crazy people always dream." He shouted loudly, ordering his brothers to charge together. "Let's teach this tiny, worthless guild a lesson." On this side, Yin Lin couldn't hold back and shouted loudly to stop them. Both sides faced off together. One of them boasted, "This Dog Valley is a place where only those who rely on their fighting skills can survive. Little ladies, you've come to the wrong place. Ha 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 ha." One by one, people spat up blood in shock, seeing each person fall one after another. Uyen Lin's group stood close together. The others saw this and became excited. Trum Trok said, "Look at this bunch of girls charging into Duke Valley to cause trouble like cows. That's right, you'd be better off just staying obediently in Tunthu Village, ha ha ha. But it's no problem, I'll send you all back to Tunthu Village." Uyen Lin's group tried hard to stay calm. The leader sat arrogantly on a rock, looking down with power radiating from him. "If you dare to oppose our Blows Slaughter Guild, this is the consequence. Today is just a small lesson for a worthless little guild like you." He thought to himself that just a few days after the game's release, he had already wiped out an entire guild. What kind of overwhelming power is this? Wait a bit and we'll collect that boss. Isn't that just perfect? Suddenly a beam of light shot up. The subordinate quickly reported, "Boss, I think there's an announcement for the first kill." He looked up in surprise. "What did you say?" The announcement board appeared, "Congratulations to player Lum Tae-tron for defeating the first low-level forging boss in the 8 Wastes. The player received rewards of 400 reputation points, 2 innate magic points, and a merit medal." He was stunned. The Bone Hawk was defeated. Lum Tae-chung called to Toin Lin behind him. "Hey, I've already beaten the Bone Hawk. Hurry over here to divide the loot." The others were stunned and speechless. He angrily pointed at Lum Tae-tron and shouted furiously, "How dare you steal my boss?" I think he's lost his mind. If this kid can kill the boss alone at the start, he's definitely going to be a big disaster later. Kill him immediately and then steal his gear to disrupt his leveling pace. Seeing how talented Lam Tae-tron was, they kept shouting to kill him, and you'll get a big reward. Hearing there's a reward, the subordinates charged one after another. I'm attacking him now and saying, actually, I'm a UFC athlete. One punch of mine equals 25 power points. Fong Tung low-level, forging stage, confident said, let me see what you can do. But Lam Tae-tron dodged the attack before it landed. In surprise, the guy barely managed to say two-word dodged. Before he could recover, Lam Tae-tron quickly struck a critical hit to the heart, 545 damage. Lam Tae-tron recalled his past life where he had practiced magic for 9 years and was ambushed countless times. Against such a weak fighting style, there was no way he could win. The other was shocked, not expecting Lam Tae-tron to react so quickly. How could his reaction be that fast? This is impossible. Lam Tae-tron quickly launched his second move. The other couldn't dodge in time and was seriously injured. The attack hit his throat, a critical damage of 455. The enemy's health was depleted. A gravestone appeared before Lam Tae-tron. The others watching from the side couldn't believe it. Impossible. Why is this kid's damage so high? Another said he didn't even bother using any skills. I don't believe it. Could he be cheating? Another person thought, how could this game be rigged? I've read quite a bit, so don't try to fool me. Lam Tae-tron took out his pouch. Just because I don't like causing trouble doesn't mean I'm afraid of it. He didn't forget to warn those people. I don't care about the war between your guilds, but if you cause trouble for me, you better be very careful. His eyes lit up, his whole body glowing. He gripped his sword tightly. They just thought he was bragging, so they remained arrogant. This kid is way too cocky. At this moment, all 4 of them charged together to attack him. 4 people. Let's go up together. He's just a mid-level chi refiner. No need to fear him. Coordinate together. Lam Tae-tron snorted softly in frustration. Stubborn and unaware. But before they could get close to him, he quickly moved to attack them, making sounds of exertion. They were all severely injured, some even dying one after another. Only then did he stop and leave a message. A bunch of riffraff stood before them. He asked again, "So is there anyone else who dares come up?" The leader yelled in fear, telling everyone to run. "Brothers, run quickly first. Sooner or later we will find him to settle this." He saw them flee hastily. Zhang Lakju and the others approached. "Thank you, sir. Great Master Lum. I really thank you a lot this time." Lam Tae-tron sheathed his sword politely and replied, "No need to thank me. This is just a small matter, not worth mentioning." He then mentioned the components they would receive. "Right, the medicinal spirit hawk. I've already dealt with it. The dropped equipment is all here, spiritual grade general. Trem Tung medicinal herb, Tukum herb, a spiritual martial skill. Hanbang Tik, spiritual skill item Tanglong Fa, spiritual grade windstorm fist, heat item flute." Only then did he mention his earlier condition. "According to the rules, the Tukum herb belongs to me. In addition, I can choose one more item. Is that okay?" Both To Lin and Zhang Lakyu were stunned to see so many components drop. 6 items dropped at once. What kind of crazy drop rate is this? I've never seen monster drops this many equipment before. Zhang Lakyu decided to leave all of them to him. "Mr. Lum, you killed the Spirit Hawk from the start. We don't have the right to take these items. All these items should belong to you." Lam Tae-tron quickly declined. "Don't take it like that. I already said. The body of the Spirit Hawk was fought for by you first. I just took this one from you. So it's not really right. I'll just choose one item to make up for my effort." The two looked at each other thoughtfully at Lam Tae-tron's words. Suddenly a control panel appeared. "Do you want to transfer the funds?" Du Yan-lin chose yes without hesitation. Notification appeared. "Your card ending 7758 has received 5 million RMB. Current balance is 52 million to 720 RMB and 35 cents. Lam Tae-tron looked somewhat surprised. 5 million just transferred to me without blinking. This woman is really rich. "Yes," Zhang Lakdu hurriedly stepped forward to stop him. "Introduce yourself, Master. Please hold up. Let me introduce myself. My name is Zhang Lakdu, guild leader of Moon Shadow Guild." He took her hand. They shook hands together. He also introduced himself. Lam Tae-tron is a traveler. He suddenly thought of something. The name sounded somewhat familiar. "Zhang Lakdu, why does that name sound familiar?" Lam Tae-tron thought a bit and remembered. "Who are you, Zhang Lakdu? I remember now. I've seen her on the rankings list in my previous life. She was the second-ranked great law refiner right behind me. But this is nothing worth mentioning. More importantly, she is the daughter of the richest person in Songhai City. Let's eat. I have to enjoy the glory of this wealth." He held Zhang Lakdu's hand. So much gold slipped from her hand. Towian stood not far away, reminding him while pretending to cough politely. Master Lum, are you almost done? Don't take advantage of this convenience. Lum Te-chun scratched his head in embarrassment. I was just lost in thought a moment ago. It wasn't intentional. Towian didn't mention it to him anymore. Before she thought he was a hero, but it turns out even a scholar can't resist a beauty, she thought silently. Only a fool would believe him. He used to ignore me. I thought he was focused on his career. Turns out he just thought I wasn't beautiful enough. Lum Te-chun walked away waving goodbye to the two of them. Behind them. If there's nothing else, I'll take my leave. Fate will bring us together again. Zhang Lakju was moved before he respectfully greeted Towian. This friend of yours is also a good person, isn't he? Towian has seen many sides of Lum Te-chun, at least more than Zhang Lakju has. This also made her doubt Zhang Lakju's words. What good is there, Lakju? He just used you. You could tell right away he had some scheme with you. Towian suddenly noticed Zhang Lakju's expression was a bit strange. Someone experienced like her could roughly guess that this girl had fallen in love. Hey, something's not right here. Why is Lakju acting so shy? Could it be she's interested in Master Lum too? Yes. Zhang Lakju didn't want to mention it anymore. Don't say that anymore. Let's go. Oh, right. Let's reward each member participating in this guild war 50,000 yuan each. Consider it a congratulatory gift. Liu Hatu near a tree had eavesdropped on almost the entire conversation. Only after they left did she let out a sigh. Liu Hatu. Hosting the top-rated patriotic show was a daily job for Liu Hatu. Hello everyone in today's live broadcast. Hatu not only brings you to enjoy the battles between guilds, the praises on the live broadcast screen from the public. Liu Hatu is a fairy sister, a rare shining moon in life. In their hearts they only love Thin Ha. Ha 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 is the most beautiful. It's all thanks to Ha Ha that we see the world. Hatu is my dream girl, Rocket 12. Hatu my dream girl. I have to sign up for the game right away. Hope to meet the beauty inside here. Casual players ask if anyone just recognized that master. Could that be an NPC? I don't think he's a newbie. Hey, answering you, that's on level 2. Didn't you see the notification? That person is called Lum Te-chun. He was the first to defeat the boss in Newbie Village. He even showed everyone the top-level moves of a super master. Hurry up and register to learn more. Sending to Hatu, my dream girl. Rocket 12 spot on. Ha Chi Quang. Oh my god, the boss in Newbie Village was killed by him. 666. Haha, exactly. Master Lum defeated the boss with just one person easily. This kind of power is truly admirable. Most importantly, he's very handsome. Worshipping the most important thing, he's very handsome. She stood in front of the broadcast screen, openly admiring Lum Te-chun. Heart racing. Liu Hatu, I'm standing right here. Officially announcing Lum Te-chun as the #1 master of the smaller than smaller, 8 wild bigger than bigger. At this moment, I've decided he will be my idol. From now on, he's the man of my dreams. Her words caused quite a stir among the public. Everyone had something to say. Unexpectedly, the moonlight of my heart secretly admires that guy Lum Te-chun. They feel unworthy and don't want to hand her over to someone else. Heated gossip. Only love for Thin Ha, love for Hathian Bao Bao. Don't be fooled. That Lum Te-chun guy definitely has some tricks up his sleeve for Haha's dream, hasn't he? Don't be like that. I'm way more handsome than him. Just a casual player, that's right. I also feel this isn't normal. Hey guys, this game is hacked. Speechless. Hatu, how could you do this to us? You two scammers, give back the money. Ha Chi Quang. Haha. And you're already in love. Lum Te-chun's 2 rivals are also watching the live stream. Gritting his teeth, he slammed the laptop hard on the table. Damn it, this is so damn awful, killing people in my guild. And stealing my guild boss. And borrowing my reputation too, Lum Te-chun you. Grinding his teeth, he took out his anger by smashing the computer. If you let me run into you in the game one more time, I will kill you. You're holding the herbs bowing to pay respects to the elder. Lum Te-chun's disciple has completed the mission and returned here. At your service, hands clasped. The elder is brewing medicine. Only now hearing the voice did I notice the man behind. Oh my, you've actually returned. Quickly placed the 2M herb on the table for me to see. He tossed a small wooden box in front of Lum Te-chun. Consider it a gift of gratitude. You helped me find the 2M herb. How could I let someone work for free like that? Consider this as your reward. Lum Te-chun accepted it with thanks, receiving 8 wild spirit attribute pills. After consumption, each combat attribute will permanently increase by 15 random points. The number of random points, 3 distant wild spirit pills per batch. Speed +5, evasion +8%, skill cooldown for agility reduced by 10%. He asked the elder May, I ask if you still want to know the recipe for chunyan. He was trying to probe. If the elder didn't know yet, this would be a chance to win his favor. In my past life, I saw a notice saying Elder Thianthan tried 99 times before successfully making chunandan. If I tell him the formula now, wouldn't that earn me some goodwill? The elder looked a bit melancholic. That's right. I've tried dozens of times but always failed. Without the recipe, I can only throw stones to find my way. The elder looked at Lam Tetran. Could it be you've known for a long time? So you also know Chunandan. Lam Tetran acted knowledgeable but was actually making things up to confuse him. All of this is thanks to reincarnation and my perfectionism. I think I remember reading about it in an ancient book before. It mentioned using 3 phoenix feather chalks, 2 stigmas of real medicinal flowers, 6 2M herbs, and 3 trees. The elder opened his eyes wide in amazement. He excitedly asked repeatedly, what you actually encountered such a rare opportunity. But wait, Lam Tetran was still busy in character and hadn't replied. The elder approached the furnace, interested in what he said. He gave instructions. You stand guard and observe. If I make a mistake, remember to remind me. Lam Tetran obviously agreed willingly. All right then. But before they even touched the furnace, the lid automatically popped open. Both were momentarily stunned. The elder was overjoyed. Ha ha ha, I succeeded. You have helped me with a great matter. Here, I'll give you this batch of pills. The elder handed over the pill wrapped in flying flames. He gave Lam Tetran 8 wild spirit score tablets. Your favorability with Elder Thianthan is now plus 20. Current favorability level is 20. The conversation is pleasant. The Chunyandan pill grants a permanent plus 5 innate magical power. Favorability with other opposite gender NPCs increases by 5 for. If given to an opposite gender NPC, it can randomly boost their favorability toward you by 5%, 10%, or 20 points. Lam Tetran took the pill from the elder. His luck is truly incredible. Every time the mission is completed, a lot of rare spiritual equipment is granted. Feeling a bit happy inside. Elder Thianthan sure is very generous. This non-Dan pill is an extremely rare medicinal pill. Even if you know the formula without a 9th rank grandmaster, like Elder Thianthan, it's hard to refine the pill. We just hit the jackpot this time, brother. Bowing to thank the elder. Thank you very much, elder disciple. Please allow me to withdraw. Gaining favor is the hardest, especially from Lunfi Yin, master of Lam Tetran. If you can win over your master, there will be no shortage of preferential treatment. Quickly go back and give this pill to your master. That way her favor towards me will only grow. Then the benefits we receive will increase, elder. Wait, don't leave yet. Ask elder if there's anything else to assign. Why does favor increase? Surely there's more good news. He wants to take Lam Tetran as a disciple. I ask you, do you like pill refining? I want to take you as a disciple and teach you the pill refining technique. Do you agree? Options appear for you to choose accept or decline activating the destiny. Elder Thianthan wants to take you as a disciple. Do you agree? This is beneficial for you, but you should still think it over. It's too soon to decide. Elder Thianthan wants to take you as a disciple. Isn't that a good thing? Lunfi Yin's voice, Elder Thianthan. Taba. How could he just snatch away Fei Yin's only disciple like that? Shine Lam Tetran is shocked. Master, why did you come here? Lam Tetran hasn't decided yet. If this causes misunderstanding, it'd be dangerous. He's worried. Master, why come here now, worried? I have no intention to agree with Elder Thianthan. Please don't misunderstand me 1,000 times. The elder scratches his head, explaining, Sect leader, you've misunderstood. I never intended to steal your disciple. It's just that your disciple is quite talented in pill refining. I like him very much and want to teach him the technique. Someone spoke up, saying she shouldn't say too much. So that's the case. Then Fei Yin has misunderstood. Lam Tetran breathes a sigh of relief. The weight on his chest has lifted. It scared me half to death. Master, please don't be angry. I was just speaking. She's like a cold fairy. Just looking at her, you can tell her mood is extremely steady. Lun Fei Yin sighed to the elder, but Fei Yin feels her disciple is more talented in cultivation. What the sect lacks most is not a pill-refining master, but strong, immortal cultivators. Thianthan Te Ba, you tell me, but you don't have to worry. Glancing sideways, if the disciple's realm rises a bit more, I'll let him take you as his master. She looked at Lam Tetran sideways. He thought of the worst-case scenario. The master glared at him like that. Could she be angry? No way. If she were angry, how could I later take Elder Thianthan as my master? The elder felt nothing unusual and happily said goodbye. The two of them are very good. Very good. Then let's keep our word. Lum brushed himself off and turned to leave. I'm going back to pill refining. You two, master and disciple, do as you please. Lun Fiyin spoke in a low tone, returning to the sword hall. I have something to talk to you about. Lum Te-chun obeyed. He had been with his master long enough to sense this feeling. His master's tone was a bit unpleasant. He feared she wanted to settle accounts with him. Back at the sword hall, Lun Fiyin sat at the table and questioned Lum Te-chun. You want to end our master-disciple relationship? Seems like you're unhappy with your master. Why don't we just erase the master-disciple bond and you go find a better master? I'm innocent, master. You really misunderstood me. He knelt, clasping his hand sincerely. Master, please don't cut off our bond. If you do, how can I still have faith staying in the sect? I know I was wrong. Lun Fiyin didn't answer. Still angry, she said, where exactly did you go wrong? Master Vi never said you were wrong. You still kneel sincerely to repent and admit your mistakes that caused the sect to misunderstand you. The disciple's mistake was not listening to you who focused on cultivation, but instead went to Elder Thien Tun to help refine pills, wasting time. All your teachings and expectations for the disciple were in vain. Lun Fiyin was silent, and when he looked up, he saw she no longer wore the expression she had just now. The master's face had softened a lot. It seemed half of the resentment in his heart had vanished. He knew how to read people and guess their thoughts. Seeing Lun Fiyin like that meant his efforts had paid off. Just a little more effort was needed. Lum Te-chun clasped his hands and bowed to the sect. Now was the chance to win favor. Everything else could be said later. Sincere flattery in a louder tone, but without disrespect. On the contrary, letting the other party hear it would show you have goodwill. Master, you are the best master in this world. With clasped hands, you possess cultivation that connects heaven and earth, unrivaled under the sky. Your appearance is like flowers and moonlight, your aura invincible and unmatched. You say the disciple has such a master. So why seek someone else to apprentice to? You truly have misunderstood the disciple. Lun Fiyin remained silent. Now the emotion showing on her face was the clearest answer she could give. Bat Huang displays Lun Fiyin's liking level for you as plus 51 degrees of favor, currently 15 points of cheerful conversation. Lum Te-chun was delighted. The favor level had increased. The master really has a soft heart, huh? It seems there's no need to worry about the master-disciple relationship being cut off. Lun Fiyin was satisfied with his explanation, but did not say forgive. She only said if you have recognized your mistake, then this time Master Vi will not hold it against you anymore. Lum Te-chun bowed and thanked the master for his generosity and forgiveness. The disciple promises never to make such a foolish mistake again. All right, he opened the box containing the pills given by the elder as a gift for Lun Fiyin. This is a small gift the disciple respectfully offers to the master. Lun Fiyin was a bit surprised. This was also the disciple's apology to her. This is a Chunyun pill. This medicine is extremely rare. Where did you get it? Lum Te-chun didn't hide it. He helped Elder Thien Tun refine 2 Chunyun pills. Then the elder gave the disciple 1 pill. Lun Fiyin closed the wooden box and handed it to him. So that's how it is. This pill is extremely precious. You don't have to give it to the master. Just keep it for yourself. He really wanted to curse. Speaking so tactfully, but in the end, you still don't want to accept it. So proud, no way. Even if she doesn't want it, she has to want this pill. If she doesn't want it, then find a way to give it to her. He placed it on Lun Fiyin's hand, determined not to give her a chance to refuse. Master, this Chunyun pill was requested by the disciple from Elder Thien Tun. Yes, the disciple wants to learn pill refining from Elder Thien Tun seriously, especially how to refine Chunyun pills. Later every day, the disciple will give the master 1 pill so she can use it instead of meals. She was also moved by Lum Te-chun's sincerity, covering her mouth and laughing, ha. He was happy as well. This smile might be as rare as spring peach blossoms. When the master smiles like this, who could possibly resist? Lum Te-chun scratched his head. He knew the sect leader had no shortage of these things, but receiving a gift from the heart might be different from precious items. Isn't there a saying, priceless things are easy to find, but genuine people are hard to come by? He said to Lun Fiyin, Master, although your innate beauty doesn't need the Chunyun pill, this is the disciple's sincere intention. He still hopes you will accept it. Only then can the disciple feel at ease inside. Lun Fiyin couldn't refuse his determination. All right, the master will accept this pill. Bat Huang adds 20 degrees to Lun Fiyin's favor toward you. Currently 35 points. Together morning and night, she stepped down from the seat. If that's the case, the master cannot refuse your gift either. The monk recalled that at my chi refining stage, there is a martial arts secret technique very suitable for you. I will get it for you. Linzikin was secretly happy. Indeed, the higher the favorability, the greater the benefit. This yawn pill is truly a very appropriate gift. Leng Feiyan went ahead and told him to follow her. Although she turned her back and was out of sight, he still followed the usual custom of clasping his hands and respectfully greeting his master. He looked up at her hair bun and saw the familiar hairpin. Oh, that's the hairpin I gave to the master. Unexpectedly, she pinned it up. Why does he feel that the gift he gave is so treasured? Who wouldn't like it? He entered the training room, sitting on the meditation platform with a sword. 8 Huang displayed several stats: martial arts, heavenly meditation, sutra beginner 22%, body technique, phantom step beginner 22%, piercing strike beginner 11%, martial skill, bone moon slash beginner 11%, phoenix dance beginner 0%. You have learned the mysterious grade martial skill, Phoenix Spirit Dance. Attributes: swordsmanship, aptitude 10%. Pill refining, aptitude 50%. Spirit equipment, spirit sword sect, uniform spirit armor. Red cloud sword, spirit cultivation. Gem, spirit jade pendant. Spirit stone tranquil. Realm, spirit stepping, phantom flower. Spirit bee fragrance, belt. Spirit refining realm. Spirit harmony. Wind talisman. Spirit board attributes of player Lin Zekin. Sword cultivation, innate chi and blood, innate talent. Defying fate, sect heavenly manifestation, magic power 3, 100 out of 310. Task power 4, 080 out of 4080. Full attributes. He raised the sword and struck a few moves. He had to admit this mysterious grade martial skill, Phoenix Dance, was extremely powerful. Not only did the skills group damage double that of Bone Moon Slash, but it could also interrupt others' martial skills. Plus, it came with a disabling effect. He thought once again about getting rich. If he auctioned it off, he might even get a second-tier city apartment in exchange. Nam Kung Nguyen's voice called him from outside the door. Little junior brother, where are you? Senior sister Lin Zechen opened the door and asked her. It's late. Senior sister, why did you come to find me? Nam Kung Nguyen shyly mentioned this. There really is something I need junior brother's help with. Her 2 index fingers touched shyly, very girlish. I haven't completed any tasks since I crystallized. Now I feel like I'm about to break through, but if I don't complete the tasks, I'll be penalized. Lin Zekin asked a question. Normally then, senior sister, why haven't you completed your task? Nam Kung Wit grew even more embarrassed. The reason was very rare. It's all because the romantic novel was too good, so Lin Zekin didn't know what to say, just, oh. Nam Kung Wit needed his help so much that she forgot to complete the task. I still have a demon exorcising task that needs 2 people to go together. I need to find someone to assist me. I wonder if junior brother would be willing to help. Nam Kung Wit grabbed Lin Zichen's hand. From the first meeting, he had a good impression of this senior sister because she never treated him coldly, and now she needed his help. He would, of course, agree. Sure thing. Junior brother responded to senior sister. In his heart, he thought it over. This senior sister always took good care of him. Just meeting her, and she already gave him a spirit-grade jade pendant. How could he not help senior sister? Nam Kung Wit's eyes brightened. Little junior brother, you really are a very good person. Rest assured, I will definitely protect you during the task. Absolutely won't let you get hurt even a bit. 8 Huang added the favorability points of Nam Kung Wit towards you by 10 points. Currently 25 points, riding horses together to deliver the task. Triggering the opportunity to help Nam Kung Wit complete the task. Together to Vongyu Village to eliminate the demons of Vongyu Village. This is the village. The 2 of them carried out the task. The atmosphere was very gloomy with a somewhat demonic feel. Nam Kung Wit, while going deeper into the village, said to Lin Zechen, this village has been invaded by evil spirits. All the villagers have become food for those evil spirits. This must have been caused by the demonic cultivators. She turned to look at him. The sect not only requires us to cleanse the evil spirits, but also to uncover the truth and report to the elders. Lam Tetren responded, yes, sir. He looked around the village. So it's here. In the future, this place will become the entrance to a dungeon called the Blood-Hidden Secret Realm for crystallization, realm cultivators. In my past life, I've been here many times. The 2 of them walked deeper, approaching the well. A monster came out from the mouth of the well. Nam Kung Wit stood in front, raising her sword to protect him. Be careful. Nam Kung Wit used lightness skill to fly to the monster's eye level. She said to Lam Tetren, little junior brother, don't be afraid, okay? I, your senior sister, will protect you. She launched a few sword strikes. The monster was no longer seen, but the harmful techniques remain. There have always been bad rumors about this ancient well. Many restless spirits, even more hatred in the living world. So they always try to cause trouble because they can't be reincarnated. But this is a monster, obviously different from the formless kind. Yet their nature is equally evil. Not just one or two, but countless. Lamtatron was a bit worried. So many spirits were hidden in this ancient well. One spirit at the chi refining realm isn't scary. But if there are hundreds, the difficulty of the battle will be completely different. Namkungwet feared the villagers in the village wouldn't survive. Judging by the situation, it seems the villagers throughout this village have been turned into spirits by demons inside their houses. Could such a tragic thing really happen? Today, Namkungwet must exterminate these demon guardians. She flew up sword clashing against the monster's technique. Lamtatron couldn't sit still. Senior sister, I'm coming to help you. This was Namkungwet's move, Moonflower Heavenlight Slash. This was Lam Te Tran's move, Bone Moon Slash. Namkungwet was somewhat angry on behalf of the villagers. She angrily said, "You heretical demon, you've slaughtered countless people. Today I must take your life. Kneel down and pay respect to the 6 and all the villagers who died tragically in this village." Scatter, scatter! Namkungwet now looked nothing like the usual calm man he was. Lamtatron was a bit surprised. This little senior sister looked very different from her small appearance. Her combat strength was much stronger than he imagined. A giant hand of the unseen monster stretched out from the door of a nearby house, trying to grab Namkungwet. She didn't see Lamtatron standing nearby shouting, "Senior sister, be careful." Luckily, she reacted in time and used a sword strike to save herself from that unseen monster. Lamtatron hurried over. "Senior sister, are you okay?" Namkungwet looked at the black blood on her sword and said, "I'm fine." A chilling laugh was heard. "I've been cultivating here, yet I've drawn the disciples of the heavenly sword sect here. Heaven's path is there, but you refuse to take it. Then don't blame me for sending you straight to hell." He stepped out from the darkness, surrounded by the thick dust of battle. Lamtatron looked at him in disbelief. Is this person an early-stage golden core cultivator? Namkungwet and he, the sex information can't be wrong, can it? Could the sex intelligence have been mistaken? Lamtatron guessed immediately, no way. Judging by his aura, he probably just broke through. He nodded appreciatively at Lamtatron. "Haha. Your cultivation isn't high, kid, but your eyesight is pretty good. That's right, I just broke through to golden core. If I can extract 2 of your souls, my power will grow much stronger." He waved a flag hung with several skulls. He spread his legs, readying for his next attack. Namkungwet drew her sword and pushed the young junior brother. "You better fall back. Don't get hurt." His pupils were red like magma. The black part was darker than a winter night. His voice was even more terrifying when it faltered. "You dare to injure my puppet, then I must take you instead for them. I'll turn you into my maggot. Watch this move." Namkungwet pointed her sword straight up to the sky. A beam of light shone straight down. As tall as the old palace wall, several thunder circles appeared in the gray sky. Lamtatron rarely got to feast his eyes like this. Still lost. So when masters of the martial world gather for battles like this, a minor cultivator with mid-level chi refinement like me should better keep a safe distance. If I'm careless, I might have to be reborn in the newborn village again. The Kim Dan cultivator fought Namkungwet for a while and felt she was not as petite as she looked. On the contrary, she was a strong little girl. This little girl is really tough to handle. I have no choice but to call the demon brother for help. The gourd bottle hanging at his waist was lowered. The gourd bottle immediately grew larger. Namkungwet realized this demon path guy wanted to summon a demon brother. The demon brother emerged from the gourd bottle looking like a baby who hadn't learned to walk steadily. Its eyes were jet black with no pupils. Blood trickled out, teeth like shark jaws, tongue like a lizard. It cried like a broken doll. Bot Huang's info panel appeared. Evil cult bloodstained demon brother. Elite rank. Mid-stage bamboo core strength. Mana 7,000 out of 7,000 T. Attack 88. Defense 60. Speed 70. Skills Wild Pride Long Whip. Bloodthirsty Fang Flying Blood Strike. Lamtatron was startled by its huge form and stepped back. Yeah, demon brother. Its tongue was now much longer, pointing toward the sky where the cultivator and Namkungwet were fighting. Lamtatron couldn't stand still. He swung his sword and cut off the demon brother's unruly long tongue. Bat Huang dealt a critical hit of 1610. He shouted loudly for Namkungwet to hear, "Senior sister, don't worry, handle the demon path guy. I'll block this demon brother." The demon brother was furious it lost half its tongue. It opened its mouth, revealing teeth sharper than blades. "I must eat your heart. Eat your 6 organs and 5 entrails. You'll eat your own fish clean." Lamtatron flew several circles around the demon brother. He used the moonbone slash to shatter it, then it transformed into another form. Simply put, the first demon brother, a baby who couldn't walk, turned into many bats. This was the second form phase 2 of the Flying Blow Strike Demon Brother, with skills provided by Bat Huang. In this form, the Blood Strike Demon Brother's Flying Blood Strike skill causes mental fluctuation during casting. Movement skill, 30%. The swarm of demon bats flying at Lum Te-tron made him stagger. His vision was also affected. He calmed himself, tightened his grip on the sword, and steadied his mind. He couldn't let them distract him. After a while, he held his sword like a child holding the Earth's 2 realms. Using the Phoenix Dance move, he caused the flying demon bats to panic and scatter. The one more panicked was the Kim Dan Cultivator. This move of his even affects someone far above the ground like him. Bat Huang activated the choice of disabling effect, ignoring armor for 15 seconds. Lam Te-tron is trying this move for the first time. As expected, it's even stronger than imagined. This is the power of the martial rare grade Mystic Artifact. Indeed, it's several times stronger than the Bone Moon Slash. The Golden Core Monk takes both damages at once. Unable to endure, he collapses in the rubble. Constantly cursing the wretched man is unwilling to accept defeat. Lam Te-tron looks at Nam Kung-wit. She looks like that, but she's not easy to deal with. She looks like a cute and gentle little senior sister. Yet who would have thought her actual strength was unbelievably strong? I had misjudged her before. Using her last bit of strength, she forced her battered body to loudly belch, "Even if I die, I will absolutely not let you live." She emitted a little floating red aura. Nam Kung-wit stood right beside her. "If you want to eliminate the root, take out your sword." Lam Te-tron from afar stops his senior sister. "Quick, cover your mouth and nose." That is possession larvae. Nam Kung-wit's mind is in chaos. Her whole body heats up. She takes off her robe. She is uncomfortable. Nam Kung-wit falls down. Lam Te-tron quickly catches her. She's lying in his arms. "Senior sister, are you still okay?" Her clothes are disheveled. Her skin is red like burning coals. "A man like you shouldn't be looking at her." "Lam Te-tron, little junior brother, don't look at me." He worries about Nam Kung-wit. As long as she feels comfortable, that's enough. He closes his eyes and turns away. "Junior brother, don't look. That poison just now can be said to be a kind of aphrodisiac." Lam Te-tron has experienced these dangers before. He understands better than anyone. The larvae stimulates human desire. Perhaps this is the first time senior sister has encountered such a sinister trick and was unprepared, thus got hit. Little eyes full of passion, Nam Kung-wit provocatively looks at him and calls junior brother. Bat Huang adds 201 points to the favorability score, 52 points for first love harmony. Nam Kung-wit's favorability toward you increases by 20. Current favorability, 72 points. Marital harmony adds 20. Nam Kung-wit's favorability toward you increases by 20 points. Currently 92 points. Life and death bond in this situation, favorability increases. So it's not hard to understand. Favorability suddenly surges, swallowing saliva. Unfortunately, this sudden favorability isn't real. It's just created by the larvae's enchantment. Nam Kung-wit pants and calls him seductively. "Junior brother, I feel very uncomfortable. Please help me quickly." Little junior brother, little me, tries to sit up higher, wanting to touch your lips. I want Lam Te-tron to imagine the two bodies embracing in the deep night, spending a long night together. If only I could spend a spring night with Nam Kung-wit right now. He hesitates. This time is his career's success or failure. No matter how hard it might be wasted because of an improper thought. Spend one spring night, either succeed in fame and fortune or have nothing at all. An experienced person like Lam Te-tron should know what's beneficial and choose before it's too late to save. A choice has already been made, forgetting oneself. Lam Te-tron regains composure. The fleeting moment cannot be wasted. He pushes Nam Kung-wit away from his arms. Senior sister, making her delicate skin touch the hard ground, causes her to cry out in pain. "Oh, Lam Te-tron values his future and reluctantly lets Nam Kung-wit down. But if she's dissatisfied, her kindness to him will be like smoke and bones dissipating into nothingness. He has to find a way. If not, she will know everything when she wakes up. By then, the most unfortunate thing is that the favorability will only decrease, or worse, he might turn friend into foe. Being killed by others. It was so hard to open the grand plan of the heavenly lake relying on the mountain. I can't destroy my future just for one spring dream. Okay, turning back, I remember there's a very special pill in this ancient well. However, there's a formation below restricting crystallization. A monk in the conditioning realm wouldn't resist, but I'm only at the chi refining realm. The antidote isn't easy to get, and even if you think carefully until the end of time, getting the antidote won't change anything because Lam Tron only thinks but lacks the courage to confront. But the most beautiful dream has blossomed into reality. He pushed away all his worries and plunged headfirst into the well. What's the use of thinking so much, sister? You hang in there. I'll go find the antidote for you. Lam Tron reached the bottom. There was no water. The greenish-black mist swirling in the well represented trapped souls. He lit a torch and found a corner full of human skulls piled up covered with dust from years, making him cough harshly. These bones were the remains of villagers. The yin energy was extremely heavy. Bat Hulu suddenly attacked him with bony arms. Bat Huang lost 100 units of yin blood. Lam Tron had to go deeper to find the elixir. If you keep getting worn down for too long, you won't be able to hold on. He searched and found a human bone field. The elixir shone brightly in a corner, attracting him immediately. The elixir must be inside this blood-colored jar. Around him, he used the mistbone technique. He rushed to the bone field, but purple beams surrounded him, preventing him from advancing any further. He pressed 2 fingers to his lips, chanting a spell. If this spell fails, it will only bring more trouble. Then he activated the condensation of yin thunder, and it wasn't just one spell. The purple beams gathered and formed 2 characters on the wall. Quickly grab the elixir bottle and fly back up to the surface. Ngui Tun was flying near the mouth of the well. The purple lightning pulled him back. He couldn't escape anymore. Hua Abi's lightning embraced him. He cried out in pain. In 4,000 Lam Tron was struck by lightning, losing 4,000 units of yin blood from the attack. 4,000 units of yin blood severely wounded. The lightning returned him to the surface. Bat Huang showed Nam Kung-Wi's condition as critical. He activated a coma state. Sister Lam Tron came over and poured medicine into her mouth. Here's the antidote. After giving the medicine to Nam Kung-Wi, he vomited black blood and fainted. Bat Huang displayed his condition as critical. Nam Kung-Wi slowly woke up. What is this? Why does my body feel so heavy? What's wrong with me? Could it be? She looked down and saw Lam Tran fainted on top of her. Oh, little sister, you thought about me going through this with you. Little brother, help me. All right, sister. Could it be Nam? Kung-Wi pushed him away, slapped him once. Ian 75, Bat Huang deducted points. Oh, Camco angrily cursed, you bastard, to that lamb. Tatran deserves to die. I hate you, boo-hoo-hoo. Lam Tatran lay there exhausted. Bat Huang updated Nam Kung-Wi's feelings toward her friend. No Nam Kung-Wi finally noticed the healing potion rolling on the ground. She remembered that earlier Lam Tatran had pushed her away and went searching for the antidote. Sister, please, hold on a little longer. I'll go find the antidote for you. I feel guilty realizing I probably misunderstood little brother. Little brother Lam risked his life to save me. She looked at the well's mouth where lightning still flickered like sparks in a stove that won't go out quickly. Was this a yin assassination formation? She carefully approached Lam Tron and shook him gently. Little Nam Kung-Wi turned and saw his clothes torn flesh scratched. Little brother was injured by the ancient well's formation. Why are tears streaming down her face uncontrollable? Little brother sister wrongly blamed you. Tears kept flowing. Nam Kung-Wi helped him up and said they had to hurry back to the sect to ask Grandpa for help. Get up, little brother. You have to keep trying. They arrived at the sect where Lang Fiyen was the head of the sect. The disciples inside were chatting excitedly. Isn't that the famous NPC fairy from the sword sect? She's carrying a player back here. She said to Lam Tron, little brother, we're almost there. Who is that player? Why are they so close to the NPC? I want to be treated like that too. Fairy sister, please look at me here. There were many whispers among the sect members. Why is junior sister Nam Kung carrying a man on her back? Who is that person? Isn't he a disciple recently accepted by the sect leader? I think his name is Lam Tron. So Thian Han was angrily jealous, clasping his hands behind his back, trying to restrain himself. But he couldn't hide his tension. His eyebrows furrowed tightly. Why is junior sister being so close to this man? What kind of propriety is that, senior brother? Senior brother, So Thian Han. Lam Tron was led into a resting room. Outside the door, the old man's voice came. What's going on? Look up at the ceiling. Where is my talisman? I don't know how long I've been asleep. He saw Elder Thian Nguyen enter, whose aura was truly powerful. Isn't this Elder Thian Thang? Elder Thian Nguyen's hidden assassination formation on his body caused no harm. Could it be that this elder saved him? Lam Tron's body ached as he struggled to rise and bowed low to the elder in thanks. I'm Lam Tron, a disciple of the Dian Kim sect. Rising up for the first time, he met the elder and avoided naming him directly to prevent raising suspicion. I don't know your honorable name, senior. I can never forget this life-saving favor. The elder waved it off and looked up, glancing at him with one eye. I am Thien Nguyen, family name Nam Kung. Given name is just one word, Nguyen, the grandfather of Nam Kung Wet. Nguyen the Lam Trun didn't know he was Nam Kung Wet's grandfather. His family background was indeed impressive. It would be wonderful if he could support me. He is the grandfather of Nam Kung Wet. Why does every AI with Thien in their name have such an amazing background in this game? This big thigh must be held tight. He knelt by the bed and saluted the elder. Greetings, elder. I will never forget this life-saving favor. Respectfully, the elder turned away. I don't need you to remember my kindness. Just remember one thing. If you cross Lam Tran, what will you ask me? I warn you to stay away from my granddaughter. Step aside. I warn you, if you have any intentions toward my granddaughter, I won't spare you, even if you are the sect leader's disciple. Nam Kung Wet glared from outside, loudly complaining in a pout. Grandpa, why didn't you keep your promise? Didn't you clearly tell Nguyet Nhi not to say nonsense? The angry elder changed his attitude to cheerful upon seeing his granddaughter. Haha, Grandpa was just joking with him. Hey, this kid isn't bad. He even saved you. Grandpa, you can't be rude like that. Nam Kung Wet looked at Lam Trun, asking about his health. Little junior brother, how are your wounds? The elder looked like he wanted to devour him alive. Lam Trun felt Elder Thien Nguyen's gaze as if he wanted to kill him, so he decided to be honest first. Staring at him, he clasped his hands and gave thanks. Thanks to senior sister's care, I'm already better. Seeing you recovered puts me at ease. That's good. Since you were unconscious from the hidden assassination formation, I carried you back to ask Grandpa for help healing your wounds. If it had been any later, the hidden assassination energy would have entered your organs. That would have been troublesome. His face blushed deeply. Luckily, there's senior sister. How could I not be grateful for this life-saving favor? Nam Kung Wet, what are you saying? Why do you and I need to be like strangers? He secretly glanced at her, grinning. So that's how it is. The elder shouted to interrupt him. You know, to keep your distance from her. Polite. It's nothing really. Nam Kung Wet blushed grateful. Actually, I should be the one thanking you. If you hadn't risked your life jumping into the well to help me find the antidote, I'd probably be more hurt than healed. They both sat on the bed. Besides, I even misunderstood you back then. Little junior brother Lam, I apologize to you. You truly are a righteous gentleman. Move over. Lam Tran wanted to say to her, Senior sister, can you please be quiet? If you say anything more, Elder Thien Nguyen will punch me to death. He looked away from her, but why? Little senior sister's gaze is looking at me so affectionately like that. 32 points of favor isn't low, but it's not overly affectionate either. The Wild Bowl shows the current favorability score Nam Kung Nguyen has towards you. 62 points for first love compatibility, but it suddenly jumped by 30 points. Thinking about it, Nam Kung Nguyen going through such passionate love makes me really look forward to it. If this keeps developing, won't the relationship with junior disciple change soon? Elder pretends to clear his throat. Ahem. Lam Trun ignores him and jokes with Nam Kung Nguyen. Grandpa's cough is really serious. Do you want me to find some herbal medicine for your angry sky cough? She advises you not to worry, but actually worries more about herself than junior disciple having good intentions. That old man's body isn't good, but there's no need to worry too much about him. Grandpa just needs to rest for a few days. Elder speaks loudly, then turns and walks to the door, wanting to split the sand between the two of them. If you've awakened, then follow me. I will give you a spirit beast as a reward. After receiving it, take the spirit beast and go quickly. Beneath the vast sky and towering mountains, hidden behind those peaks, are ancient houses under layers of forest. Lam Chun, Elder Thien Nguyen, and Kotu Tweet are walking together in the forest. Sunlight filters through the city gate. Under the trees, a few monkeys look surprised. Lam Trun looks up at the monkeys climbing the trees. Unexpectedly, Elder Thien Nguyen has so many treasures like this. Lam Trun's eyes sparkle and his face lights up. Which one should I choose later? Elder Thien Nguyen looks serious, staring at Lam Trun, making him nervous and sweat profusely. Little spirit beast spheres from this old man might not be much worse than the Imperial Beast Sect's right. The Elder's spirit beast spheres really aren't bad at all. The Elder speaks roughly, spitting everywhere. They're just not bad. Have you ever seen better spirit beast spheres than these? Lam Trun thinks with a clueless expression. Why is this old guy so fierce? He props his hand on his chin with a sly face. Maybe I should try provoking him. Who knows, maybe I'll get a surprise. In the cool green forest, a small fox slips past. Elder Thien Nguyen talks non-stop up front, while Kotu Tweet and Lam Trun trail behind. I heard the spirit beasts in the Imperial Beast sect's garden are extremely diverse. Other spirit beast gardens can't compare. The Imperial Beast sect can only rely on quantity to have an advantage. But my garden is famous for quality. What can his Imperial Beast sect compare with me? Lumtatron props his chin with a puzzled look. Excuse me for speaking bluntly, but the Elder's spirit beast spheres. You don't seem to even have a single bamboo core realm beast, do you? The Elder becomes furious, face-darkening eyes, glaring mouth wide open. He grabs a Lumtatron and yells in his face, making him very scared. You rotten kid, how dare you disrespect me? Outside here is just the chi refining realm. The deeper you go, the stronger the spirit beast become. Got it. The Elder grabs Lumtatron and drags him along roughly. He struggles in panic, looking scared and shouting loudly. Go, I. The Elder will help you cultivate knowledge. Whoa, Elder. Wait a minute. Lumtatron has a confused expression. Even though I'm being grabbed by the collar, no, I've fallen into a trap. First look at his trump card, then find a way to tame a truly powerful one. The three of them are standing in a place with many animals, from land creatures to birds flying in the sky. From chi refining bamboo core formation to nascent soul, everything can be found here. I have something even higher, but I'm not taking you to see it. The rustling fallen leaves. Elder Thien Nguyen looked at Lumtatron with a face full of curiosity and pride. These spirit beasts could crush a kid like you with just their presence. So are you convinced now? That means there are even spirit beasts at the divine beast stage behind you. Kothu Tweet, with her cute face and rosy cheeks, whispered to Lumtatron, surprising him. The strongest beast in his garden is a spirit beast at the senior spirit stage. He doesn't dare to look back at you for fear you'll mock him. Whispering, so that's how it is. Elder Thien Nguyen's cheeks flushed, somewhat embarrassed. The Elder's voice boomed across the mountain forest, leaving Kothu Tweet and Lumtatron stunned. All right, I have no more words to waste on you. You pick a spirit beast at the chi refining stage, then quickly get out of here. Kothu Tate crossed her arms, stopping in front of the Elder's panic. Old man, you're just too stingy. After all, Lumtatron personally killed the honored blood mother at mid-bamboo core stage. You should give him a spirit beast at bamboo core stage as a proper gift. Why is this girl speaking on behalf of outsiders? And it's a bamboo core stage spirit beast too. Talking isn't that simple, you know. Kothu Tweet happily took Lumtatron's hand, making him blush bashfully. Seeing this, the Elder was startled and shocked. But little junior brother isn't an outsider at all. Lumtatron flushed to the sky and suddenly sneezed blood. Having had a girl hold my hand in my past life, I was constrained by all kinds of unorthodox styles. I never expected this game to have so many benefits. Near a rock, a black wolf howled in the green forest. Little junior brother, that's a steel claw wolf with a cultivation of early bamboo core stage. It can be both a pet and a mount. Kothu Tweet happily pointed toward the wolf. Lumtatron focused intently in that direction. Suddenly, a cotton-like ball rolled onto the ground from somewhere and collapsed. Next to it was a precious moon spirit monkey, currently at mid-bamboo core cultivation. Its attack power and speed are extremely strong. Both were surprised by this little cotton ball. Lumtatron reached out to help the little cotton ball up. Wait, this is a real steel beast. It looked at them with big round eyes and a bewildered, extremely cute face. Real steel beast. Is it really a real steel beast? This real steel beast is a mount in CV of the 8 desolates and is quite rare. If you can raise it well, it can develop cultivation to the nascent soul level. At that point, its combat power is invincible. Both of them were thrilled and excited when they saw the real steel beast. Lumtatron even lifted the steel beast up. I want this one. The real steel beast was quickly snatched by the Elder, leaving Lumtatron stunned and confused about what was happening. That one is not allowed. I only have one real steel beast. When it grows up, it will at least reach nascent soul cultivation. Elder Thien Nguyen's face turned stern and cold, but he still petted the steel beast's head. This one is still juvenile. It still needs space to grow. How can I give such a spirit beast to you? And suddenly, the real steel beast in the Elder's hands was violently snatched by Kothu Tweet. A spirit beast with such potential is perfectly suited for little junior brother who has that potential. She happily handed the steel beast into Lumtatron's arms, while confusing him, while Elder Thien Nguyen was speechless and shocked at this foolish scene. Little junior brother, take it. Now it belongs to you. Just do a blood bond with it, and it will accept you as its master. Elder Thien Nguyen's eyes were white with rage as he lunged at Lumtatron, who was startled while still holding the steel beast. You brat, give me back the steel beast now. Kotu Tweet fiercely stepped forward to shield Lamtatron from the elder's fury. Grandpa, you taught me to keep my word since I was little, but I've already given the steel beast to little junior brother. I can't go back on my word. Kotu Teat turned to remind Lamtatron. Little junior brother, hurry and draw blood to accept the master. Oh, Lamtatron bit down hard on his finger, causing blood to flow out in a stream. After drawing blood, he placed his finger on its head. Go. Lamtatron pressed the blood onto the forehead of the beast, causing it pain and making it cling tightly to his hand. A purple light radiated around it. Then he sensed its 3 emotional waves and connected spiritually with it. Miss Kotu Tweet slightly lifted her face proudly at what she had done, ignoring the elder's helplessness. He raised his hand to steady his dizzy head. Grandpa, your junior brother has drawn blood. Just keep doing that. Regretting it now won't help. My granddaughter really is a good girl of mine. Lamtatron closed his eyes tightly and placed his hand on the beast's head. They were surrounded by streams of purple light. They gradually transported Lamtatron into another dimension. He gently landed in the middle of a clear blue lake. You're just a chick at the chi refining stage and still want to be my master. Lamtatron looked up at the tall green rocks above. The beast sat right up there, pointing and yelling loudly at him. Get lost! Lamtatron arrogantly responded to the beast's aggression. You think of me as your master. From now on, I'll take you to eat all kinds of precious pearls, delicacies, and spiritual herbs. What do you think? Lamtatron pondered deeply. In my past life, I had some knowledge about spiritual beasts. This kind of beast is greedy by nature and can't resist the temptation of delicious food. The beast angrily bit and broke a whole sword, still surrounded by the purple light. Is there anything I haven't eaten before? Lamtatron calmly stood in the vast lake and spoke to the beast. There's a secret realm crystallizing a mysterious immortal pearl. Inside is a bamboo forest. That place is full of purple arrow bamboo. It's a kind of bamboo that smells sweet and has purple arrow-shaped leaves. Have you ever eaten it? The beast was surprised by Lamtatron's words. In its mind, all it could think about now was food it has never tried. Lamtatron smugly turned his back to talk to the beast. On Tianbonglai Island, east of Huafeng Province, there's a kind of divine fruit called thonghuyan. Eating one can extend your lifespan by 100 years. Have you eaten it? Not yet either. The beast dashed quickly through layers of light, only purple streaks visible. When it reached the spot, its face was irritated by Lamtatron's tempting words. Enough. Enough. Stop talking or you'll just make me crave it. Lamtatron held out his fist in front of the beast to show goodwill and willingness to accept it. If I follow you, will I get to eat those things you just mentioned? Of course, a gentleman's word is his bond. A person's word is harder to break than 4 horses chasing. The beast reached out its small hand to touch Lamtatron's fist. If that's the case, let it be so, my master. Lamtatron was holding the sleeping beast in his arms. He gently stroked its head. The taming was successful. Br Chichi. She spiritual, beast, wild beast, young unnamed, Master Lamtatron. Basic power level HP 8,000 out of 8,000. Attack 90, defense 85, speed 65. Skill Furious Thunderstrike. Lamtatron smiled warmly, stroking the beast's head. Taming successful. Don't worry. If you follow me from now on, you'll definitely get to eat delicious food, my friend. Lamtatron was so happy he couldn't stop smiling. He clenched his fist in celebration. Not bad at all. It has thick skin and a strong attack speed too. I just scored a great deal. Suddenly, Lamtatron was returned to the original space and a large notification appeared behind him. This surprised him enough to look up and see what was happening. Notification. In 10 minutes, Bot Huang will launch its first major game update. At that time, all players will be forced to go offline. This update will last for 24 hours. So pay attention. Although in the previous life, there was also a big update, that update happened more than a month after the game's public beta. Why is it so fast this time? Does that mean the integration time between the game and reality has improved compared to before? Kotu Tweet crossed her arms and attentively chatted with Lamtatron, while Elder Thien Nguyen turned his back, clasping his hands behind him. Little senior sister, today I'm really grateful to you, senior sister. Junior brother appreciates it deeply, but I have to return to study cultivation. I'll visit you again in a few days. Don't think so much now. You can't delay your offline time. You must return to the Sword Palace backyard to AFK and accumulate experience. A flushed Kotu Tued held Lamtatron's hand sadly, But Lum Tae Trun gently held the real pet with one arm and affectionately looked at her. Little junior brother, do you have to go? All right, then go rest first. I'll come find you in a few days. Okay, got it. Suddenly the phone rang, bringing Lum Tae Tron back to reality. He grabbed it and saw messages from Kotu Tweet. Kotu Tweet, Little Tran, in a few days, it's my little sister's birthday, and my colleague at the hospital wants me to invite you, Sister Thu Tweet. It was raining heavily, raindrops falling and splashing on the ground. Thu Tweet is 3 years older than me. Technically, she's my cousin, but our family's relationship has gone beyond 5 generations. A puddle on the ground was splashed when stones were thrown into it. Officially, we are cousins. When we were kids, Sister Kothu often came to my house to play. Because she wore braces, she was always bullied by bad kids. Little Kothu Tweet was teased and had stones thrown at her by mean kids, causing her to kneel down, cover her face, and cry. A bully with a mouth full of steel teeth sneered, "Nasty freak, go die." Suddenly, from afar, someone was running quickly toward them. "Are you guys bullying Sister Thu Tweet again?" Whenever someone bullied Sister Thu Tweet, I would step in to help her. Little Lum Vu Chun rushed over and slapped one kid hard, causing him to roll and spit all over. The 2 other accomplices were shocked to see this scene. Lum Vu Chun's eyes filled with fierce determination, ready to throw another punch to teach the other kid a lesson, but he was grabbed tightly by his gang. He said, "As long as I'm here, no one can bully Sister Thu Tweet." Damn it, Lum Vu Chun got a knee strike, then pulled back another kid, grabbing his collar with one hand while preparing to punch with the other. "It's you again, you damn dog, interfering in other people's business. You want to die." While Lum Vu Chun was being gang beaten, Kotu Tweet sat aside, crying helplessly at the scene. In the end, Lum Vu Chun was beaten badly and fell to the ground. Beat him, kill him, Biddle Lum Chun. Although after the fight, Lum Vu Chun's face was bruised and swollen, that face made Kotu Tweet laugh until tears flowed. I also got beat up with bruised eyes and lips. Kotu Tweet happily handed Lum Vu Chun a big bag of chips, making him smile happily despite the pain. But thanks to this incident, my relationship with Sister Thu Tweet became very close. She liked to cling to me since we were little, and I benefited a lot from her. Back to reality. Lum Vu Chun was holding his phone, staring at it. When I grew up, although we didn't live in the same city, Sister Thu Tweet still called me occasionally. After my parents passed away, she was my lighthouse in dark days. 3:10. Little Tran's birthday is coming. I plan to give him a pair of leather shoes. I wonder if he will like them. 7:10. Having known Little Tran for a long time, I feel even more that I like him. What if he knew I liked him? It was Kothu Tweet's handwritten diary that Lum Vu Chun accidentally discovered. I thought she only saw me as a little brother, but when I accidentally saw her diary, I learned her true feelings for me. Lum Vu Chun's face darkened with steely eyes. But in the previous life, I was obsessed with being wiped out and didn't pay attention to Sister Thu Tweet. By the time I heard from her again, she was already married. The image of a bustling, busy city, people rushing by, and a plane soaring across the sky. Meanwhile, Lum Vu Tran is staring blankly up at the sky. Moreover, shortly after getting married, she suddenly fell into depression and then committed suicide. Lum Vu Chun's somber face looks up at the sky. Thinking back now, it seems that Thu Tweet distanced herself from him right after this birthday. Lum Vu Chun seems to blend into the bustling crowd. So I must not miss her birthday this time, and I can't let Thu Tweet go down the same path as in her previous life. Lum Vu Chun is searching for Kotu Tweet in the hospital. Thu Tweet seems to be working in gynecology when suddenly a stretcher appears. A patient, along with doctors and a girl, hurriedly push the stretcher toward Lum Vu Chun. "Everyone move aside quickly." "Dad Duong Yu anxiously shouts loudly. "Dad, wake up. Don't scare me like that." Chairman of Haivan Group, Duong Pham Duong Yi Nhu. Lum Vu Chun promptly steps aside to let everyone push the stretcher through smoothly. "Director Trin, you must save my father-in-law." Lum Vu Chun quickly presses on Duong Yi Nhu's father's body in front of everyone. The pharmacological knowledge I learned in 8 Huang finally comes in handy. Duong Yi Nhu's father, with a gaunt and haggard face, slowly opens his eyes. Otherwise, the old man wouldn't have lasted another hour. Yes, Duong Yi Nhu is so happy. She almost cries while the doctor beside her is stunned and asks Lum Vu Chun, "Dad, you woke up. Are you okay?" "Awake, what did you do?" Finally, the stretcher is pushed into the operating room in time by the doctors. Forget that for now. Waking up gives him a better chance of survival. "Hurry, take him into surgery." Duong Yi Nhu, full of hope, grabs Lum Vu Chun's sleeve. "Little doctor, you must have a way to save my dad, right? As long as you save my dad, the Duong family is ready to pay any price." Lam Chun can only feel helpless about the situation while Duong Yinyu is anxious hearing what he says. Only the elixir from 8 Huang can cure this incurable disease unless I'm just waiting for the game to fuse. I only just helped and open his acupuncture points. This can only delay death. The specific outcome still depends on the doctor's surgery. Duong Yinyu's eyes fill with tears, her face full of sorrow. The scene outside the operating room is gloomy and quiet with only 2 people left. But the surgery won't be easy. After all, her dad is at his worst. The disease has penetrated the bones. If lucky, he might survive another month. Tears stream down Duong Yinyu's cheeks. She collapses onto Lam Vutron's shoulder, making him a bit shy and blush. Can I lean on your shoulder for a moment? Duong Yinyu shakes with sobs. Lam Vutron feels sad too, still holding her and lending his shoulder to ease her sorrow. I can only say this old man was born in the wrong era, just like my parents. If they were still alive when I became a god in the game, I would find a way to save them. Tears continue to pool in Duong Yinyu's eyes, and she has cried so much that Lam Vutron's shirt is soaked. I'm sorry for ruining your clothes. Lam Vutron calmly replies, Duong Yinyu, it's okay. It's just roadside rain, nothing to worry about. If you're feeling better, I'll leave now. Duong Yu nervously hands Lam Vutron a black card. But during this time, spend more time with my dad. Okay. Don't let yourself regret it later. Wait, this card contains a little token from me. It has no password. Also, this business card is mine. If you ever run into trouble, call me anytime. I'll do my best to help you. Lam Vutron doesn't hesitate and takes the black card from Duong Yinyu's hand. Then I won't be polite. If anything happens, I'll come to you. She really is a wealthy lady. Duong Yinyu's face was strangely alluring with captivating eyes and rosy lips, and she had already left. Lam Vutron also sighed with relief. Little healer, it's settled then. Do I look very small? But I don't look young at all, do I? Finally, Lam Vutron found the place he wanted to go. It took a bit of time just now. Sister Thu Tweet probably hasn't finished work yet, right? Lam Vutron called out loudly to Thu Tweet's sister Thu Tweet. Thu Tweet beamed with joy when she saw Lam Vutron a little Tron. He was so happy, he almost cried like a child and ran to hug Thu Tweet tightly, making her blush shyly. We all miss you so much, little Tron. Thu Tweet led Lam Vutron to an old hallway with clutter all around. Sister, are you staying here? Isn't this place about to be cleared out? It's dangerous, yet you still dared to rent here, Thu Tweet shyly explained to Lam Vutron. It's cheap, and it's close to the hospital where I work. It's okay. Thu Tweet happily opened the door, but Lam Vutron was very surprised. Please come in. Lam Vutron anxiously looked around. Observing Thu Tweet, she was still the same. Cheerful and calm little Tran, go wash up and relax a bit. I'll make some delicious food for you. In a past life, Thu Tweet occasionally transferred money to me. Back then, I didn't know her environment was so bad. Thu Tweet had taken off her doctor's coat and put on an apron. Actually, she could have lived better. Thu Tweet turned to Lam Vutron with a puzzled look. What's wrong with you? You didn't bring clothes to wash up. There are clothes in the wardrobe. Go get them yourself. Lam Vutron shyly scratched his head and waved his hand to ease the embarrassment. Got it. You rest for a bit first. Lam Vutron opened the wardrobe and was surprised to see men's clothes inside. Why are there so many men's clothes? Thu Tweet smiled brightly in response. Those are things I bought out of boredom while walking around. At that time, I thought you'd look really good wearing them. I planned to bring them to you during the holiday break. Didn't expect you to come here first. Try them on and see if they fit. Lam Vutron held up a shirt moved to tears. Then he put on that shirt and used a towel to dry off. It hurt after just washing, but with her here, what else could a younger brother ask for? He walked to the dining table where Thu Tweet had already set out delicious dishes. Let's eat. Lam Vutron pulled out a chair ready to enjoy the hot dishes on the table. They were all foods I like. Thu Tweet was busy on her phone. Suddenly, her hand was tightly held by Lam Vutron's. That's right. University expenses aren't that big, right? Do you still have enough money, or should I transfer some salary to you today? Lam Vutron held her hand and looked straight into Thu Tweet's eyes. Sister, I'm not short on money. Now I have money. I'm a college student. Where would I get money to trick you? Thu Tweet's phone received a money transfer notification. Just wait and see. I'll transfer money to you. The card ends with 3231. From friend 711 transferred 1,000 without any decimal zeros. Balance 150.04 without decimals, 32 in bank. Thu Tweet was shocked when she saw the message on her phone. Little Tran, where did you get so much money? Could it be you joined a money laundering group? Lam Vutron casually and happily took a bite of food. This money was all earned from the game. It's called Bot Huang. Lam Vutron chewed it. Taisha chewed his food while Thu Ti kept looking at her phone. I heard before that some people make money in Bathuang. I just didn't expect they could make this much. Lam Vuchun happily enjoyed his food comfortably. Meanwhile, Thu Tweet was still stunned by the amount. So later you don't have to suffer working anymore. Before I supported you. Now it's your turn to support me. Who needs you to support me? That's money you worked hard for. I'm giving the money back to you. Lam Vuchun stood up and spoke seriously. Sister, do you see me as an outsider? You're even worse than that. Now you go home. Of course, isn't that right? You still see me as an outsider, right? Lam Vuchun used chopsticks to pick up a piece of meat and put it into Thu Tuyet's bowl, then take the money. All right then. I'll keep it for you first. You can hold on to it. Don't be so formal next time. The moon had already risen high, shining over a night sky sparkling with lights from tall buildings. Lam Vuchun and Thu Tweet were washing together. This part is yours. You go into the bedroom. Thu Tweet saw there was only one double bed in the room. Are we going to sleep together? Lam Vuchun's face lit up happily, with 2 streams of blood flowing from his nose. In the past life, I didn't realize Thu Tweet was so generous. Thu Tweet shyly tucked her hair behind her ear. Kid, what are you thinking? We'll sleep on the bed. You sleep on the sofa. Isn't that fine? Lam Vuchun's face turned startled when Thu Tweet pushed him away. Thu Tweet, you sleep on the sofa. If I tell you to go, then go. Outside the window, a cat arched its back, lifting in its rear. You're so tall. How can you sleep there? Listen to me. Sleep on the bed. The cat fell. Lam Vuchun clasped his hands behind his head and lay on the bed. Moonlight shone through the window. He couldn't sleep for a while. He blushed when he smelled the scent on the pillow. He lay on the blanket and pillow that still held Thu Tweet's faint fragrance. When Lam Vuchun went to the living room, he saw Thu Tweet sleeping on the sofa. Right. I have something to tell you. Thu Tweet rubbed her eyes, her face still sleepy. Lam Vuchun sat down solemnly. Why aren't you sleeping at this hour? Cold wind blew through the door, causing the curtains to flutter. Can you resign? Thu Tweet was surprised at what she just heard. Why do you suddenly want me to resign? Don't tell me you want to support me. I don't need your support. Lam Vuchun seriously replied, I mean for you to change jobs. You working at Dado is too far from me. When I miss you, you're not nearby. If something happens, I can't come immediately. Thu Tweet blushed, thinking about Lam Vuchun's words. Xiaotran, what's wrong? Why are you suddenly saying such affectionate things to me? Lam Vuchun seriously took her hand and replied to Thu Tweet, why don't you change fields and come work with me as a professional player in Bathuang? Thu Tweet placed a stack of documents on the table, lost in thought. Suddenly, fireworks exploded, surprising her. Why did Xiaotran suddenly want me to join the game last night? Do I really want to resign and go with him? The doctors in the hospital all happily congratulated her. Dr. Trong presented flowers and gifts to Thu Tweet for her birthday. I booked the most luxurious restaurant, Phuc Dun. All expenses are on me. Dr. Trong is really generous. Thu Tweet, Dr. Trong has been so proactive. If I don't go with him, that would really be disrespectful. Thu Tweet shyly accepted the flowers. Dr. Trong, you don't have to pay. This is my birthday. How can I let you pay? In such a luxurious restaurant at that. Trung Quang Vi's crafty eyes stared intently at Thu Tweet, making her anxious. You already know my intention. Why be so formal? Trung Quang Vi, with an evil face, was thinking about raping Thu Tweet. Tricking her and the colleagues to the most luxurious restaurant for a meal. At most, it costs about 10,000. It's the best opportunity to get close to her. Then find a chance to force her. Suddenly, Lam Vuchun was standing at the door unnoticed. Everyone around noticed him. Hello, Thu Tweet. Your place is so lively. His cold eyes turning a car key in hand. This is the key to the paradise car. Trung Quang Vi's face darkened in fear. Before I asked about Thu Tweet's cousin, who was very poor. She had to rely on Thu Tweet to support her schooling. Yet he has a race car. Dr. Trong and Lam Vuchun approached to shake hands. Oh, Dr. Trong, you're here too. Oh yes, that's right. Lam Vuchun exuded a terrifying aura. Trung Quang, if you let me see what exactly you're plotting. In the blazing sunlight under a tall building, a crowd gathered around a car. Thu Tweet, is this your brother's car? The car looks really cool. A shiny red convertible car. Everyone was amazed. This car must cost at least 1,000 NDT, right? Don't touch it recklessly. If you scratch it, can you afford to pay for it? Trung's face was dark and gloomy. He didn't expect this kid to be showing off. Isn't he very poor? Where did he get the money to buy a car? Chung Kwang V smiled brightly while chatting with Lum Vu Chun. Little Tran, your car only has 2 seats. There are so many of us, not enough seats. Let Thu Tuit go with me. The others can take a turn. I'll pay for the fare. The girls smiled happily. Dr. Chung was very generous. Lum Vu Chun snapped his fingers coolly when a bus appeared. Dr. Chung, no need to spend money. I've already arranged everything. The bus has arrived. Lum Vu Chun happily waved everyone onto the bus. Everyone get on. We'll meet at the hotel. Lum Vu Chun comfortably got into his luxury car while Kotu Tweet looked on in confusion. Thu Teo Chun, did you just buy this car? Yes, I bought it for you as a birthday gift. Thu Tweet nervously sat in the car. How much did it cost? Maybe you should return the car. I know you're making money now, but you shouldn't spend recklessly. Lum Vu Chun replied calmly while driving. That's why, sis, you should resign early so I can hand over all my money for you to manage. That way, even if I want to spend recklessly, I won't have the chance. At the hotel entrance, everyone went inside flanked by 2 rows of bodyguards. Dr. Chung led, followed by Lum Vu Chun and Kotu Tweet with the others. Following Mr. Chung, he's really generous with money. This is the most luxurious hotel in the capital, right? For a birthday party, he definitely has to show off well. Chung Kwang V, with a sly face, looked at Lum Vu Chun and Kotu Tweet, acting exactly like a country bumpkin who just came to the city. Lum Vu Chun raised his hand and made a suggestion, which startled Dr. Chung. I heard the top floor has a beautiful night view over half the capital, so the private room you booked must be there, right? He turned his head and gave an awkward smile. Ah, yes, of course, come up to the floor with me. I thought booking the second floor was enough, only about 10,000 NDT more, but the top floor cost more than 10 times that. Dr. Chung's face darkened as he angrily pressed the elevator button. But in his mind, he was still thinking about raping Kothu Tweet, whatever to win her over. I'll spend whatever it takes. After all, sooner or later, I can make her pay it back. Everyone happily sat around the table chatting. No wonder this is the most expensive hotel in the capital. The food is really good, Thu Tuyet. We're lucky to enjoy it thanks to you. Haha, is that? So Kothu Tweet was looking toward Chung Kwang V and Lum Vu Chun, happily talking. We owe Dr. Chung twice now, such a huge favor. We can't be careless. We'll find a chance to repay both later. Laughing and chatting, Lum Vu Chun grabbed Dr. Chung's arm while holding his glass. Dr. Chung, my sister, often talks about you saying you're humble, polite, elegant, kind-hearted, and always happy to help others. Haha, no. We colleagues should help each other. It's just normal. Dr. Chung's cunning eyes looked at Lum Vu Chun. But I heard your sister said your family is poor. No savings. So how could you afford such an expensive car? Did you rent it? Lum Vu Chun sighed, taking a sip of wine. Today is Thu Tweet's birthday. I want to save face a bit. You're already asking about my background. Let me play with him first. Dr. Chung smiled broadly, unable to stop. It's okay, little brother. Young people naturally want to save face, I understand. So he's just a show-off. I thought he had deep, unfathomable backing. Suddenly, Dr. Chung clapped his hands, making everyone pay attention. A pretty girl wearing a deep-cut top, revealing a large chest, carried a tray of wine and glasses, time to pour the drinks. That girl wore a tight dress, showing off her large breasts, ready to pour wine. Sir, let me pour some wine for you. The wine was poured into the glass, shimmering red. This is the wine you stored earlier at the Teutron Hotel. Try it, the flavor is wonderful. Dr. Chuang looked at Lum Vu Chun with a malicious face, but he didn't know anything and calmly picked up the glass of wine. Originally, he didn't want to drink, but today is Thu Nguyen's birthday, so he endured the pain and brought the wine here to join the celebration. Lum Vu Chun seemed to detect something unusual in the wine. Not right, the wine is tampered with. It has been laced with a sedative. If I didn't often use sedatives to capture wild beasts, I really wouldn't have noticed the drug in the wine. He slammed the glass down on the table. That's right, Mr. Truong. I only rented the car for half a day. Now I have to return it, or I'll have to pay a penalty for breaching the contract later. Lum Vu Chun stood up and left, waving goodbye to Dr. Truong. Trung Kwang V showed a smug look. Later, please take my sister home. Little Tran, don't worry. Just leave your sister to me. Lum Vu Chun's sharp eyes, full of calculation, looked at Dr. Truong. Finally, the fox has revealed her tail, but I won't expose her just yet. I'll wait for Brother A Kui to punish him later. Kotu Tweet was surprised to see Lum Vu Chun leave Little Tran. Come on, let's finish this drink together. Dr. Truong and everyone stood up happily and raised their glasses together. Cheers, cheers, happy birthday, Thu Nguyen. Kotutit smiled brightly, singing happily. Everyone there was drunk, empty glasses tipped over everywhere. Uncle Dr. Trong was still sober and was walking toward Kotutit. Oh no, I think I drank too much. I'm feeling dizzy. Me too. This kind of wine hits you later. I have to sleep for a while, can't drink anymore. Old Trong. Let's continue. Kotutit was drunk and slumped over the table. Dr. Trong looked at her with cunning eyes. Finally, I've been waiting for this day. Kotu. Tuya tried to open her eyes, half awake and half dazed. Dr. Trong, what do you want to do? Trung Quang Vi lifted Kotu's tweet up, though she struggled slightly, but it was insignificant. Of course, something fun. Let's go. Which room shall we go to? Let me go. Kotu tweet was roughly thrown onto the bed. Ouch, don't. Trung Quang Vi slyly took out a phone, lifted Kotu tweet's shirt, and took photos. Thumwit, tonight, I'm spending a lot to throw you a birthday party. You have to make it up to me, right? Let me go. Let me go. Trong Quang Vi's face gradually lost humanity, becoming a pervert. Wait until I sleep with you first. I'll film and take pictures. Someone as shy as you probably wouldn't dare to report this to the police. Kotu Tweet's shirt was lifted, exposing her fair breasts. She cried out for help. By then, you'll only be able to marry me. Then I can play with you slowly, haha. Let me go, don't. Suddenly, Lam Butron kicked the door open fiercely. Trung Quang Vi was surprised to see Lam Butron standing at the door. Lam Butron rushed over and kicked Dr. Trong, knocking off his glasses and phone. Let my sister go. Why did he come back? Uh-huh. Everyone rushed to the room. What's going on? It seems like someone is coming. Everyone anxiously looked inside the room. Sir, what's happening? Lam Butron pinned Dr. Trong down and beat him fiercely, making everyone panic. You like playing the rapist, don't you? How dare you bully my sister? That's enough. Lam Butron's fist punched straight into Dr. Chong's face. Yeah, and he also got kicked in the balls by Vutran. Ow, ouch. Who's there? Vutran firmly pointed at Trong Quang Vi writhing on the ground. I suspect this crazy man injected drugs into the yellow wine. Everyone, please help me collect evidence. Everyone was shocked and looked at each other. Drugs? Could something like this really happen? Vutran coldly took out his phone to threaten them. Trung, I've recorded what you just did to my sister. Will you turn yourself in, or should I take you there? Dr. Trong, battered and bruised, knelt down and clasped his hands, begging. Vutran snorted, I'll go myself. Get lost. He ran quickly to the door under Vutran's terrifying gaze. Thutit lay curled up on the bed in fear, carried by Vutran. Sob. Her tears kept flowing. Little Tran, thank you. Vutran gently comforted Thutit. Sister, you should be the one thanking me. You have always taken care of me, and now my little brother has grown up. It's time to repay you. Vutran also sighed in relief, leaning against the door. Phew, finally home. Fighting wit and strength with Cha Nam is really not easy. Remembering the past image of the two standing and saying goodbye, Thutit happily saw Vutronov's sister. Take care of yourself. What are you saying, little Tran? You have to take good care of yourself. After I finish my current work, I will come find you, Vina. Although a bit reluctant to leave Sister Thutit, the update for 8 Huang had already been half done for half a day. Back to reality, Vutron was sitting on a modern gaming machine wearing a hat with virtual reality goggles. I have to get back quickly. I can't let others catch up to my progress. Blue streams of light were entering Lam Tron's body. He was meditating silently, training at the late chi refinement stage. Tron opened his eyes and breathed it out. Above his head was a small system notification panel. Breakthrough to late chi refinement stage, all basic attributes increased by 10 points. Vitality 1000, magic power 1000 NDT euro. The game updated, but I've made quite a bit of progress, Now I'm at the late chi refinement stage. Taha's hand glowed with a blue light. When he waved his hand, a series of item panels suddenly appeared in midair. Oh, right. I was in such a hurry, I didn't get a chance to see the equipment drop from that blood brother. A pink umbrella with fringes around it, a strange spiritual item with 15 chanting power, 5 focus magic power, 600. Attached skills. Tiny shield concealment. Tiny shield connection instantly connects with teammates within 20 m and restores 100 HP per second for 20 seconds. This skill is interrupted when attacked. As a pink drop, the Blood Curtain Shadow spiritual skill item can reduce enemy movement effects by 30% within 300 meters and reduce attack speed by 10% for 15 seconds. Requires a focus level of 30 points or higher. Only for Justice System players. It's a skeleton with a skull of an animal with 4 fangs and many legs. The Genius Treasure Tarnsabone was originally a normal spiritual beast skeleton, but buried under sand and absorbing the essence of earth energy. After 100 years, the bones became as hard as iron and the skull fused with stone. Attribute strength 4 defense, 8 focus, 5 speed, 8 vitality, 1%. Effect when breaking through from chi refinement to bamboo core stage. This item can greatly enhance the attributes of the cultivator. These 8 items are NDT, all things I need. In fact, Tran was meditating and had streaks of blue light around him. He snapped his fingers. Suddenly, colorful spheres representing the 5 elements appeared. If I want to advance my cultivation one step further and enter the bamboo core stage, my rebellious innate talent can only choose one path, which is the Heavenly Tao Bamboo Core. But the conditions to get the Heavenly Tao Bamboo Core are very harsh, requiring 8 kinds of genius treasures of wood, thunder, earth, and also 6 spiritual pearls with different condensation attributes, fire, water, wind, earth. The spiritual beast was sleeping soundly on the ground, but Tatron seemed to have noticed it. He approached and was about to strike it. The beast opened its eyes and realized that although it had not yet reached the bamboo core stage, it needed to start preparing materials for bamboo core immediately. Let's go, come on, get to work. The spiritual bear was lazily rolling around, lying on the ground, throwing a tantrum. The bear is hungry and can't move. Tatron was helpless before its stubbornness. You just ate not long ago, and now you're already hungry. You really are a glutton, but how did you promise me at the start? You weren't like this back then, were you? Did I say that? Don't talk nonsense. The spiritual beast turned pale and grumbled because it was too hungry, but Tatron remained indifferent. Tatron was struck like lightning upon hearing the system notification. Your pet bear's loyalty has decreased by 10 points. Current loyalty, 90. Tatron helplessly held his head in frustration. Damn, I almost forgot about the pet's loyalty. If loyalty drops below 70, the pet won't obey the owner's commands. If the loyalty drops below 50, it will easily betray its master. Emperor Tron changed to a cheerful face to sincerely coax the beast with a bossy expression. I was just teasing you a bit. What kind of person is your master? I woke you up just to take you out to eat. Spirit Beast stands up and walks. Then let's get going. The two of them descend the mountain together. The Spirit Beast curls up and rolls down the steps. In this 8 Emperor update, the most important content is the Secret Realms. So far, only 8 Secret Realms have been updated, a pink gate separately distinguishing Secret Realms for solo players, like Dream Seal is a blue gate. Secret Realms for small squads are smaller. Night Ghost Ruins are bigger, a black gate surrounded by killing intent and many skulls. And Secret Realms for guilds are smaller than the Great Demon King's Valley. Lam Titron pondered, these 8 Secret Realms are like sect missions and are divided into 5 difficulty levels: easy, normal, hard, extremely hard, and hell. First, we should go clear Dream Seal. Inside, there are essential materials needed to break through to the Bamboo Foundation realm. Suddenly, streams of dark energy appeared before him. Moreover, Dream Seal equipment is very popular. The temptation is significant. A group of inner disciples of the Sword Sect radiated killing intent around them. Among them, Vuong Tuan Huang with a fierce face blocked the way. You brat, don't mess with coming down the mountain. Vuong Tuan Huang, an inner disciple of the Sword Sect's late-stage foundation, Lam Titron's face hardened terrifyingly. What do you want from me? Vuong Tuan Huang wants to challenge you. Vuong Tuan Huang was full of fighting spirit, emanating purple killing intent, holding a sword pointed at him. The Sword Sect has a rule: anyone challenging whose cultivation level does not exceed the opponent by 1 major realm can issue a challenge. A scroll appeared with lines of text emitting pink light. He stood aside with a stern face. As long as the challenged person is not injured, not doing a mission, or in seclusion, they must accept the challenge. Only this way can help Sword Sect disciples continuously advance their cultivation. The scroll extended long, glowing lines of text. He and the other stood circling him, pointing swords at his face. 3 underlings, acting silly and funny poses, made our Sword Sect Cho Thien Din the top sect in Mo Tien Chao. Lam Titron crossed his arms, his face dark as a pot bottom, glaring fiercely at them, and said, "Oh, fine then, but I won't waste time on meaningless games. If I win, do I get some good items? What do you think?" He waved his hand. A status board appeared, looking straight at him, and said, "All right then, use sect contribution points to bet. Sect contribution points 886. This is also the consistent fighting style of the Sword Sect. What do you think?" His face was thoughtful. He said it, but your contribution points are 0, haha. If you lose, how will you pay the sect contribution points? Not even enough for that. He glanced at his status board thinking silently sect contribution points 0. If contribution points go negative, you'll be expelled from the sect. But little junior brother, you don't have to worry. A loud voice sounded. A figure appeared riding a sword flying in the air, dust billowing below. He looked up to see Nam Kung Diem appear. She jumped down in front of him and said, I have 60,000 sect contribution points. Is that enough? Sect contribution points 66,666. Lam Trun glanced down at her, his face slightly flushed, thinking silently soft rice really is fragrant. Brothers live their whole lives, not just for face, right? Help me collect 10 more contribution points, then I will repay you double. Vuong Tun Huang turned to his brothers with determination. No problem, I'll give you 250 points. I still have 300 points. CA2 the underlings were moved one by his words and contributed points to him. After gathering points from his underlings with determination, he clenched his fist and shouted, We bet 500 points. Sect contribution points 500. Lam Trun, I have to make you pay for your insolent behavior. On top of a mountain, the majestic sect sits amidst a mystical natural setting, surrounded by 5 giant swords deeply embedded in the ground like guardian spirits. Sword sect debates at the sword platform outside the hall. Disciple Tran Uyen wins the silhouette of a tall young man with platinum blonde long hair appears. Damn, a guy beaten and lying on the ground with one arm empty. Blood dripping from the corner of his mouth, trembling as he curses. That Tran Yuan is really fierce. He's already won 8 consecutive matches. That's right, he's too strong, and he's only at the chi refining stage. I feel like he's the top master of the heavenly performance sword sect. Below the stands, various murmurs arose, the audience excitedly cheering for the two above. The young man Tran Yuan revealed his face, tall and muscular, long white hair flowing in the wind. It could only be him. Suddenly a step approached. I am Nam Kung Vo, deputy head of the branch. Nam Kung Vo appeared looking proud, his face somewhat arrogant, as he said, I see you have a rare talent for swordsmanship, so I want to take you as my direct disciple. Do you agree? Hearing this, Tran Yuan was startled and turned around. He kneeled down, clasping his hands high above his head respectfully to Nam Kung Vo. Master, your disciple salutes you. Suddenly a shout of bound hands rang out. Chan Whitney. Whitney Nam Kung Wit rushed over, and her father looked somewhat surprised too. She brushed past Tran Yuan with a cool demeanor that made everyone's hearts flutter. Tran Yuan froze, unable to say anything, dazed to the point of drooling. Why did you come here? Her father asked. She smiled brightly and ran over to him, saying, Of course, to cheer on my little junior brother. Oh, how do you know? Father just accepted Tran Yuan as a new disciple. Let me introduce him to you. He patted her shoulder, smiling with eyes nearly closed. She looked at Tran Yuan. Greetings, senior sister. Tran Yuan stammered, bowing his head to her. Father, you're mistaken. I meant junior brother Lam. She didn't pay much attention and pointed in another direction. Both Tran Yuan and Nam Kung Vo followed her pointing hand toward Lam Tran, who was slowly approaching. Why do I feel his gaze is anything but friendly? Lam Tran looked at the scene before him, the atmosphere tense, unlike the smiling faces of the other two. His face darkened like a burnt pot, sweating profusely. I don't know what tricks this kid used to enchant Nguyen Ni in such a short time. Just got a new disciple. Let's see what makes him so special. Nam Kung Vo looked at him thoughtfully, clearly annoyed that he was close to her. So it's junior brother Lam. I've heard of him for a long time. I, Tran Yuan, today wish to receive guidance from junior brother. Tran Yuan suddenly emitted a burst of blue aura, holding his sword pointed at Lam Tran, eyes cold, in sharp voice full of confidence and challenge. Sorry, I'm not free. Ignoring Tran Yuan's words, he casually scratched his nose, thinking to himself that in his previous life, this guy was the top sword cultivator because he accepted his challenge. He looked down at his hand, the other pointed behind where Vuong Tuan Huang was standing. You want to fight post-bamboo core stage? Tran Yuan was briefly startled, and even Nam Kung Vo gaped. Isn't that Vuong Tuan Huang, the bamboo core expert? Tran Yuan thought if his cultivation is higher than yours, you can just refuse directly. Nam Kung Vo spoke. The sword sect indeed has a rule. Those with lower cultivation can refuse challenges from those with higher cultivation. His words shook Vuong Tuan Huang, who started to hesitate, his face contorting. I purposely didn't tell Lam Tran this for fear he'd refuse me, but now he knows this probably won't work. Unlike Vuong Tuan Huang, Lam Tran was unshaken. He casually turned around, arms wide open. eyes closed, saying, I know this too, but senior brother Vuong wants us to dedicate points to the sect, so I reluctantly accept. Nam Kung Vo's face darkened as he thought, that brat really doesn't care about anyone. Nguyet Ni looked at them and said, what points, junior brother, keep it up. Nam Kung Nguyet smiled brightly, saying, senior brother Vuong, make your move, I'll cheer you on. Earlier, Lam Tatron summoned a proud sword spreading pale blue pressure waves. Oh, junior brother is so confident. Vuong Tuan Huang, briefly angered, drew his sword at his side, a purple aura surrounding him. Then today I, Vuong Tuan Huang, come to ask for your guidance. Saying this, Vuong Tuan Huang rushed forward, swinging his sword, his face grim, purple, killing aura condensing around him as he charged. Vuong Tuan Huang launched a powerful overhead strike, pouring all his strength into the blow. The scattered shards flying around disappeared already, but suddenly he vanished. The speed was insane, but still a step slow. Then suddenly appeared behind him, delivering a strike to his body. Huh. Lam Tatron swung a slash at the back of Vuong Tuan Huang, who didn't have time to react, and took the full hit. He let out a grunt, blood splattering from his back onto his face. After the first strike, he quickly crouched and jumped back. That was careless of me just now. Let's see how he handles this next move. He condensed a purple spiritual force, gripping his sword tightly, his face showing some discomfort. HP 1600 Sword Cultivator. Vuong Tuan Huang at late bamboo foundation stage. Blood vitality, 7400 out of 9000 purple spiritual force source. As Vuong Tuan Huang's sword rushed toward Lam Tatron, he clenched his sword and raised it behind him, preparing to unleash the Bone Moon Slash. The two swords clashed, producing harsh grating sounds. He gave it his all, attacking Vuong Tuan Huang, the swing sending him flying back, his HP steadily dropping. The audience in the stands gasped in shock, and in the end, Vuong Tuan Huang was beaten to the ground. The winner was Lam Tatron. Lam Tatron stood proudly on the podium. The surrounding spectators looked on in bewilderment, while Vuong Tuan Huang lay on the ground foaming at the mouth. Broken little junior brother won. Dad, do you have anything to say? Nam Kung Wit looked toward Nam Kung Vo, smiling, and asked, he won?